get where you can put like, it's got so many slots in it, like think like Diablo loot system with little squares, and you can fill it with a few items. Like if you find a key that's worth $100,000, you can like throw it in the box. So at least even if you die now, that comes out of the raid with you, and so you at least paid for the raid. You can buy some new weapons if you die, and so it looks fun, but it looks frustrating as fuck too. Because Uni will just be, I'm done at this point, so we can go live. Uni will just be looting a pocket, and he'll die all of a sudden.
I'm gonna stick with Warzone because I'm actually not bad at Warzone.
Well, and Warzone I like because every time you start a new round, everybody starts on the same footing. No matter what, it doesn't matter how good you did the last round or how bad you did the last round. Everybody starts the exact same position again, and that's what I like about Warzone.
All right. Well, guess what, guys? We're live.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to break in there, but I didn't want to stop you from talking because you were just going 110 miles an hour.
I thought you were going to wait until I was just done, and then you'd hit live. I was told, that's why I was like, I'll just finish
Yeah,
here.
I've been waiting for like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes.
Probably,
I was waiting for you to take a breath. You just never took a breath. So.
Brady doesn't stop talking.
All
that's why I'm good at doing solo.
Whose fucking idea was it to bring him on anyway?
It was yours. Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, shit. My bad.
No. We love Brandy, man. It's awesome to have him on, and also, it's great to be back. I've been gone for a while, for a couple of weeks. Yeah, couple of
Team's
weeks.
not
man.
dead. Woo woo.
Well, yeah, I was checking on you, bro.
It really, even to this day, I'm still struggling to like hold long conversations without having the desire to cough and everything. But it's getting better and better each day. Today is the first day I really feel like I'm able to do any kind of live stream or anything like that where I can concentrate on what I'm doing and also hold a conversation without just hacking up, half a lung. And that's not fun for anybody.
Only half a lung? Weak sauce.
So yes, I've been out of the game for a minute, and I'm back. I haven't been uploading anything for a reason. A lot of people have asked me that, why it's been so slow on the uploads, and I just want to tell you guys that the only reason uploads are coming in slow right now is because YouTube and I are trying to figure out what's going on with my past 8 videos, and they asked me not to upload anything until we get the issue resolved, in case it was a system issue where they were just deleting anything I uploaded.
Oh, your videos were getting deleted as you upload them? Shit.
My last 8 videos got deleted. So
I didn't think there was the right amount of content on your channel. Yeah, because I was looking at your channel the other day, and I was like, that doesn't look appropriate. It looks like there's way less than there should be.
Yeah. So
Steve Detterman in the chat asks, "Did you have one too many Coronas?"
Yeah, I should have been drinking the Dos Equis. I should have been going for the Dos Equis virus, but no. I might have had one too many Coronas. I'm not 100%. I don't want to speculate as to what it is or what it's not. Here's the thing. I got sick maybe 2.5 weeks ago, and I felt like shit. I had no idea what was going on. And maybe 3 weeks ago. It was before my son had gotten sick. And then my son got sick immediately after, and I thought, oh shit, I gave him something, And then after that, he went and got tested and came back negative, but he was still sick. He was sick as a dog. And then it got me sick. Whatever he had got me sick. And for me, it's been almost 14 days of, like, I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Like body shaking, body aches, sweating.
I mean, what you're saying is definitely exactly how the people that have caught COVID explain it, where they're like, fuck, I've never had a cold like that or a cough or that's the exact explanation. Where they just it's like an unreal.
I haven't been able to...
I'm not going to lie, team. There was about a day and a half where I thought you were dead. Because
well,
we were
all of us did.
Forth, right? Yeah, well, you and me were talking back and forth, team, and you said, I'm just going to nip out to grab some medication, and I'll be back in like an hour and a half. And we'll play some Warzone, if you're still up, right? So I'd stayed up to play some Warzone with you, and I didn't hear from you, so I went to bed. And the next day, you and I had planned to do a stream on your channel. So I was messaging you all through the day, like, what time are we going live? But you didn't respond, obviously, because you were fucking out cold because you were ill. But what was going through my head was, shit, last thing he said was he was going out for a drive, and I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah,
I fucking thought you were dead.
I've been having.
Well, he's messaging me. He's like, "Have you heard from Team?" I'm like, "Well, he was up at 2 in the morning on Strike's channel, so he's alive." Because he hadn't DM'd
Yeah,
either.
for a couple of days, I couldn't hold a conversation with people. Like when I started to talk, if I was just sitting there quietly and not doing or saying anything, I
Sorry,
could.
team, one sec. The chat's saying that you and me are quite quiet and the beaver is really loud.
Oh, I can turn my own piece down a bit here.
Hold on, yeah, I'll fix
Oh,
that problem real quick.
Check. Actually, I'm set at normal on my end.
Yeah, let me fix my mic settings because I had to reinstall
Let me check
everything
on
on
my
my
Well,
computer.
I've also got my camera still off.
And I don't see. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Itchy nose. Oh no, that gets you killed in the Corona world.
All right, but I'll get the sound on me and Fight turned up right now.
There you go. I've turned mine up a little bit on my end because it keeps going down for some reason.
Yeah,
I
don't
turned
know.
myself down a hair.
It does that for my audio settings, and it also does that on my camera settings. If I change my camera settings and I restart my computer, it reverts to the old camera settings, and I can't get it to save. I don't know why. I have to go back in and manually change everything. That's why I need that. I need a fucking real camera.
Yeah.
Stop using this. But I did turn
But the
myself
sentiment
up.
from the chat, I think, is summed up by Isla Moon quite nicely. Glad you're alive, Team Skeptic. Yes, we're all glad you're alive.
Yeah. We were literally having conversations like, I haven't heard from Team in days. Have you heard from Team? I'm like,
Yeah.
he hasn't talked to anybody. Like,
Dude, I don't do that.
Check
Like
the
I
local
try to.
mortuaries.
Yeah, I try to
Yeah.
at least stay in communication with people. I had to I went a whole day, and this was the first time in probably 2 years that I went a whole day without even going to the computer, sitting down in front of the computer and opening up Discord or YouTube or anything. I just didn't have the energy. I didn't have the desire to sit in front of a computer. Almost went an entire day of laying in bed. I slept almost 20 hours in one day, and I only got up to use the bathroom, take a shower, and eat meals. Make sure my son was taken care of.
You took
It
a
ended
shower?
up
Is it
being-
your fucking birthday?
No. This year we're gonna take 2 showers. But yeah, I'm feeling better though. I'm feeling 100%. Well, not 100% yet. I'm feeling twice as good as I felt yesterday for sure. And yesterday I felt twice as good as I did the day before. So hopefully by tomorrow or the next day I'll be a complete 100%. I do have some announcements to make. A couple of them. Number one, all 8 videos are being re-uploaded that were deleted by YouTube. Instead of continuously waiting for YouTube to resolve the problem, I'm just going to put the videos back up. I have to. It's stuff that I worked on. I invested time in it. It's not that I'm dissatisfied with the content. I'm going to bring it down and re-upload it. I'm just... Or even the views or likes or comments. I mean, I had like some of my videos...
No one likes your videos
99
anyway. You should probably
points.
just forget about them, you know?
Fuck that. Look, here's the one thing I love about one thing that I do love about our community, especially my subscribers, because I can only speak from my point of view, is I go into other people's videos that I like, people that have millions of subscribers and get hundreds of thousands of views within the first hour. And I go look at their like ratio, and they've got like 1,500 likes on a video that has 50,000 views, let's say. On mine, I get like 10,000 views and 2,000 likes. I love that shit. I mean, the community is amazing. But
Yeah.
I
I think
lost all
our
the
ratio
comments.
is higher.
they've already deleted all the comments off of the videos to the point that I can't even go to them. They've already, they haven't removed likes and dislikes yet, but they've deleted all the comments, and I can't even download the video myself. I have to physically watch the video on my computer and screen cap my own video because
So this is a result of... Sorry, go ahead. I thought you were done.
Well, I just like before all this happened, right? I had reformatted my computer, and I guess it was in the middle of all this going on when I first found out that something wasn't right and that I got hacked according to YouTube. They sent me a message saying, keep in mind if there's any programs on your computer that allow for the hackers to find out your password, they're going to get it again. So I was like, okay, let's not even give them a chance. Let's just reformat the computer and erase everything. Well, in the process, I erased the videos that got deleted because I had those on my computer already. So all I would have had to have done is just re-uploaded those videos, but I didn't keep them. I deleted everything and I accidentally deleted every project I was halfway through working on or 3/4 of the way through working on. I deleted every one of my scripts that I had written for future videos. And Brainy will tell you, I had videos that were like, that I put a lot of work into already. I just hadn't released them yet. I mean, we have.
Oh, so that's where the J Station video ended up going.
Well, I can still do it because I have the source video, so I can still, I was logical enough to keep my source videos and illogical enough to keep my Adobe Premiere, edit files. So I have
this happens. I've done the exact same thing. Sometimes you figure it out like a month later. You're like, wait a minute, and you're like, oh fuck. And then even if you've used the Windows one where you've done it through Windows, it leaves a Windows.old, but only for like 28 days. So all of a sudden it'll be like day 35, and you figure out you didn't bring a file over. Well, fuck, it just got deleted to the ether. It's gone.
Oh yeah. So I have to start over with all of that. The bottom line is basically I've got to re-upload all 8 videos. I'm not waiting on YouTube. It's been 9 or 10 days since I've heard back from YouTube, telling them that, giving them the information they wanted as far as video IDs or whatnot, and they just haven't reinstated the videos. All the videos still show up as deleted with all the comments deleted. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to space them out about 2 to 3 days apart. I'm going to re-upload them with the thumbnail, and I'm going to put re-upload on the thumbnail. So if you're out there and you want to help me out, that's the best way you can help me out. Give the video a watch again, click like, leave a comment, say, hey, it was even better the second time around. That right there would just help me out, and I've got
to watch your stuff again.
Put it on fucking mute, fight, goddamn. Put it on mute if you have.
I did that the first time,
Well, I just, I really, really, really hate re-uploading videos. And I don't take video. If I take a video down, for instance, I don't re-upload it. You know what I'm saying? I just take it down. The only one I've ever re-uploaded was the one that I did with the whole community, and it was because it had a simple editing error that I caught in the Premiere. So I cut it after the Premiere, I fixed the editing error, I re-uploaded it, and set it as a regular upload. Because that one little space where I messed up was that significant, and it was a project that involved a bunch of people. But I have other ones that I've messed up on that I just didn't go back and fix. I just left the error up, or I took the entire video down. That's just the way I am. So this to me is something that's very not like me, but I still I worked hard on those videos. It's the Oscar video.
So you should ding yourself.
To some extent, yes. I've learned a lot from this whole ordeal. I learned a lot. Let's see, the Mark Sargent video, the Nathan Thompson getting arrested video, the Jake Paul video, the Eclipse video, the news clips video with fucking Creaky. God, dog, that was like one of my favorite videos to do, and we did it overnight. And okay, I just got a message from Sean Hufford.
Won't Creaky have a copy of that one though?
He might. I don't know if I sent him a finalized version. Maybe I do have it in an email. Let's see. My staring at the sun will make you a dumb flat earther, because they are dumb flat earthers. My D-Marble video, flat earther in a van down by the river. You think I don't want those videos out? Those people need to see that I said something about them. YouTuber freaks out over Oscars. That one was removed as well. So unfortunately, I have to sit at home now, put the fucking videos on a screen, watch my own videos again, which I love watching my own videos. You guys should too. Watch my own videos again with the video record on, the screen capture on, and do that for 8 videos to repost them. But I put in so much work into them that watching them again for 20 minutes, 24 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 17 minutes, 23, it's all worth it. You know, I'll do it because I worked hard on these videos and they deserve to be out there. Look at this, 99.1 like to dislike ratio, 99.1, 99.1, 99.2, 98.5, 98.8, 97.0. Like, I get good likes to dislikes. People like the content. It's better than some of these bigger YouTubers. It needs to be out there. So I'm going to re-upload those. But at the same time, I have a video that I want to re-upload a portion of a podcast I was on for the plot hole. Just for people that don't watch the live streams, they might not know that I was on his channel and we had a great podcast. So that's going to be my next video. I think I'm going to throw like kind of a channel update where I kind of tell everybody what I'm telling you guys right now. I'll do it in a quick 2 to 3 minutes and then get to the video. So that way people will see the channel update, they'll see the video, you know, the podcast, and then from there they'll know over the next couple of days, every couple of days there's going to be an older video put out as I prepare for my next video, which is a 5G Coronatard video.
To clarify for Ash Scott, who's asking why would you have to screen cap them, when Team did his reset of his computer, he deleted those videos by accident, and
Yes.
he doesn't have the option to go into them and download them because YouTube have deleted them. The only way that he can see the videos is to play them from within his YouTube studio and screen cap that.
All right, we got Jackalope Herdmaster for $2. Excuse me. Welcome back, Team Skeptic. Well, thank you, Jackalope. I appreciate it. And NANA for $66.60. Thank you, sir. Team, hit me up on Discord after NANA. Okay, yeah, it's a thing. NANA is his name on Discord. I won't read out the rest in case it's already passed. And then he always throws in the Hell Satan, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Since he didn't do it this time, you're slacking, NANA. You're slacking, bro. So thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. And also, same thing goes as the past couple of streams, due to the fact that I'm not 100% sure that YouTube's even going to pay me this month because of the whole hacking thing that happened last month. I do have my PayPal link, my Streamlabs link in the description. If you feel like super chatting and you want to help out that way, that's an immediate help, and all that's being saved for next month, just in case I don't get my normal paycheck on the 21st of this month. But thank you very much. I do truly, truly appreciate it. All right, and yes, NANA, we'll talk on Discord after this. Do remind me, though. Please message me and remind me. All right, and Ilya, thank you so much for earlier your messages of support. I appreciate it. You're an amazing person. Thank you very much. And then let me get my
I paid her to
Streamlabs.
say that.
Yeah, I know you did, bro. I know you did.
I mean,
pay
we've
people
got
to
to
say
make
shit
you
for me
think
all the
people like you.
I know,
Oh,
right?
fuck's sake. Someone's let the Rajacow in here.
Oh no. We gotta. You know what, Radical?
That's-
If you're free, Radical, let Fight know, and I'll send him a link for you to join.
Oh,
Because
that's the cow. That's not Rajacow. That's just the cow.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Radical. That guy.
You just
Why is it
got
not
a very rude and expletive-filled super chat from him.
Oh,
Well,
the
her,
meat,
I
yeah.
assume. It would be Rajacow, wouldn't it?
Radical says for $2 at FTFE, moo, mo, moo, mo, mo.
I mean, that's
I'm
just
sure
fucking
those are
disgusting.
supposed to be
do you
moos,
say
but they
those
are
kind of
moos.
things to your mother?
Right?
Oh, man.
And then JL Warren with Glad You're Back team, hit me up if you need anything. I do appreciate it, JL. I will hit you up if I need anything. I don't really, I'm doing okay right now for as far as toilet paper goes. My mom was, gracious enough to get me some see-through one-ply, but it's something. I'm not knocking on my mom because she's using see-through one-ply as well. But she happened to that's all she could find, and she picked us up a big old bunch of it and gave some of it to each of her children. So she's a wonderful mother. Love her very much. But thank you, J.L. Warren. I do appreciate that. And then Pete Birdie for €10. Sorry you've... Oh, wait. £10. Sorry about that. Sorry you've had such a rough time recently, team. Glad you're back. Take care, buddy. Pete, this year has kicked me in the dick hole so hard. like with the losses of family and friends, those two happened. The loss of my channel, which was completely unexpected. My son getting extremely sick, me getting extremely sick twice now, back to back. I mean, it's been a rough year, but I don't ever get down on myself. I'm one of those people that just says, life's tough, work hard. And then if it gets tougher, work harder. You always got to do that. And I believe in working hard and working harder. Yeah.
There's a horrifically damaged-faced plumber that wants to join. Could you give me a link for him?
Yeah. Let me.
Oh no.
Let me get to that.
Yeah, it's like if
Sean's link.
Someone hit one of the Mario Brothers in the face with a frying pan over and over.
Alright, there you go, right? Oh, shit. Hold on. I guess it didn't copy that link right. Why did you not do that? Alright, I'm sending you a link right now, Red. I feel bad because Red's invited me to his last two hangouts, and to be honest, I've been fucking sleeping both of them. Like, it's just been... Every time I get tired,
yeah, I told everyone that you were just too lazy.
You know?
Well, actually, I just told Reds that you don't like him and you never want to be on his channel again. You think he's a dick, and to stop sending you links. That was right, yeah?
Well, I do think he's a dick, but that's what makes me want to be on his channel even more.
Isn't that what make Red red?
18.
I mean, he wouldn't be Red if he wasn't a bit of a dick, right? Good love, Red.
Yeah, what up? Fight?
The delay between us doesn't seem as bad. Can we do the ding test?
Yeah, sure. Ready? 1, 2.
Should I join?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So that everybody can see how bad it is. Brainy, when you hear me say ding, immediately, as fast as you can, respond back. Same with you, Fight. Don't do this fucking half-wit shit that you normally do, and you're like, oh, what am I supposed to say? Oh yeah, it's ding. No, don't do that. Immediately respond back. Be prepared. Here we go, guys. 3,
all right, Twinkie, get on with it.
Shut the fuck up and wait for the counter. 3, 2, 1, ding.
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 Yeah, you're fucked, Fight.
Oh wow.
What,
You're
really?
fucked.
Okay, it sounded instant to me.
No, you're fucked. That's
You were like,
to
it
me,
was like
it
I
sound-
sat back
like-
into my chair and then heard you.
Right. To me, I said ding before I heard Brainy say it.
Holy shit.
Oh, and then we got $5 from the plot hole. Let me make sure Red's not muted when he comes in.
Oh, team, before you
I
read out
literally
that
said it in
plot
my
hole,
mic and then leaned back.
super chat. Before you read out that plot hole super chat, they've been trying to arrange a debate with me and you with two flat earthers from Instagram, but apparently they're bitching out. So we need to start an Instagram channel so that we can goad them.
Yeah, let's just
Page, group.
I don't
know what do you have on Instagram?
I don't Instagram.
Account? What's it called?
Just I don't Instagram my Insta ounce, so not everybody will get it, but some of you will. All right. So anyway, yeah, it shows Red is being connected. His audio is good. He's just not talking. He probably turned on his camera and broke his computer.
Everything
Right,
just started
hey,
frying.
some
It's
of
exactly
the-
what happened.
Some of the chat are saying they heard me say ding before Brainy.
No fucking way.
Well, I'm connected,
They're getting.
but I'm connected
they're-
through. Who am I connected through?
All right, hold on. We're gonna do this one more time. This time, when I say ding, Brainy, you say one. Oh, there he is. Oh, great. We have a third tester now. Red, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So
I'm
to
Sean's here,
delineate,
though.
who's oh yeah, to delineate between the different people, Fight Brainy, you say one. I'm predicting how this is gonna go. Actually, Reds, you say one. Brainy, you say two. Fight, you say three. Okay. Everybody good on those rules?
Okay, what are we
Yeah.
testing exactly?
All right, Red, when I
The
say
delay.
ding, the moment I say ding, this requires your absolute fucking attention and your hand-eye reaction coordination to be instantaneous. When I say ding, you're going to say one. Brainy, same goes for you, but you're going to say 2. Fight, same goes for you. Don't even think about it. Don't go, what was my number? Your number's fucking 3. Just say fucking 3, okay? Here we go.
Okay.
On the count of ding. 3, 2, 1, ding.
1.
2.
3.
I told you guys. It's 1, 2, 3. I predicted it. Reds is closest to me. Well, no, but it doesn't go through me. It goes to an Australian call server. So me and Reds are closer to Australia than Brainy. Brainy's closer than Fight.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
When he uses
Sorry.
Ratwire Internet.
The chatter clarifying that it went Team Brainy then FTFE. Yeah,
I
so
mean,
I'm the
I
one
have-
with the delay still.
I mean, I have fiber optic internet, so maybe that has something to do with it.
When
I
I'm
mean,
paying
so do
for
I,
this
but
new
apparently
cable
Scotland powers
technology.
their fiber optic with mice.
The actual
They
fighters
got
out
little
here.
mice turning on wheels,
Yeah.
and that's how they
Yeah.
power it, literally.
Yeah,
24 volts
you
is all
have
they
you have
need,
to
so.
feed them cheese, and if you don't feed them enough cheese, you get the unique Scottish internet error code out of cheese.
Out of cheese.
I was playing Destiny 2 and it gave me error code Beaver. I was like,
It's a cheese
playing with
screen.
some people. I was like, is error code Beaver like specific for me? Because I feel like it's Destiny. They're like, oh, yeah, that's a
What are
regular
you doing
code.
Destiny for? Destiny's so
I was
boring
shooting
after
some
about
people
3 hours.
because it was free and I'm broke. What do you do, you know?
Warzone is free.
I know, I've been
Warzone's
playing
badass,
Warzone
man.
too. Well, not the last week.
Warzone's
I played some
badass.
Destiny. I might get Tarkov too. I've been wanting to try it.
Team
Well,
I gotta pay
Team
for that, damn
Reds
it.
doesn't play video games. He was
Reds-
amazed at watching the
You need to play. I before the day's over, I'm gonna show you guys some of my highlights. Before this live stream's over, I'm just gonna show you just the highlights, not gameplay clips or anything. 10-second highlights of me shitting on flat earthers. I assume they're all flat earthers. That's how I win. I say, go get the fucking flat earthers and shoot them with your MP7, and that's what I fucking do, and I'm very efficient at it.
dude. Right, I was playing Overwatch a few months ago, and someone joined my team. Right, and it's important in Overwatch to have a full team because otherwise you have a massive disadvantage. But he said he was a flat earther, and I couldn't play with him, so I had to leave and just forfeit the game.
Yeah.
Just the thought of being in the same lobby with them.
Like I said, I just assume they're all flat earthers. I kill them.
Yeah.
Basically the best way to go forward, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're like,
Seems to be
now
working.
everybody can be flat earthers because we're all unemployed. I'm just kidding.
Good point.
Yeah, that's the thing with this whole COVID thing, right? With this whole COVID thing, like it's like, right, everyone stay at home, stop going to work unless it's absolutely essential, and all the flat earthers are like, don't go to work. Yeah, I've got that covered.
Yeah,
Bev
well,
on Twitter. Bev on Twitter just leaned back in his chair and cracked open another beer and started sipping on it. It was like, job accomplished. Jesus Christ.
Those are the
Yeah.
flat earthers are the people on Twitter that are like social distancing. I've been doing that for my whole life.
Well,
I
let
don't
me
go outside.
let me ask you something, team. Let me ask you something. So, I just came in, obviously, but how are you doing? Are you okay? Are you finally no longer under the weather? How you doing?
I would say I'm at about 80% right now of
80?
full.
The- The truth
I've
is,
been
Reds, that the
completely
team
healthy.
died, and this is a NASA clone replacement that's not fully formed yet.
Well, let's just put it like this. No, hold, let's put it like this. As skinny as I was, I'm sure I lost about 10 pounds over the past 2 weeks just from sweating.
No way.
Sweating, not
You
absolutely.
become translucent.
Hey, like me, I interact with. Hey, there's a high probability that electrons tunnel through me. We'll just say that's how I feel right now.
God damn. So
No.
basically, the sickness has been whipping your fucking ass.
Yeah, no, the first time I got sick, I felt like I ran a small temperature, but it was mostly like in my stomach. I just felt like I was sick to my stomach a lot. And that's when I was like, I was having slightly like nose problems, like breathing problems, but it felt like it was allergies almost. I didn't want to jump to any conclusions or anything like that. When my son got sick, he wasn't the same sick as me. He was something else, but I thought I'd given it to him, and I was like, man, I hope you're okay. And then he told me that, one of the people at his work had actually tested positive for COVID, and that they sent him home, and that they sent anybody that was sick. Well, he had already been sent home at that point, but they, or I guess they told him before, and that's when he got sick, and they just immediately said, go home, don't do anything. Then we went and had him tested, and they came back negative for COVID. Well, whatever he had, he gave to me, because the way he looked and the way he was talking, the way he looked, the way he was acting, and everything is I imagine this is how he felt, But a couple of days ago, I slept like almost 20 hours out of 24 hours, and I slept the entire time. Pouring out.
Which is one of the descriptions that one YouTuber I watched, he's a big YouTuber, 1 million subscribers. He's South African. He held up a sign in a video and it said number 76 or whatever. He said, I'm the 76th case for South Africa. And he explained how he just was overwhelmed with being tired one day, and he went to sleep, and he said, he shits you not, he woke up 24 hours later. And you had just told me that had happened to you too. I was like, holy fuck, like that's just hitting numbers right on the head.
So normally I don't go to sleep till about between 2 and 4 in the morning. That's when I get most of my work done, is in the the middle of the night when nobody's around to bother me. I'm not getting a lot of interactions on Discord or email or anything else. It's really a quiet time for me to really put in some work. Last night I went to sleep at 11 o'clock. No, I went to sleep at midnight, woke up at 9 a.m. this morning, and then went back to sleep at 1:30 in the afternoon and slept until 5:30, and I'm already exhausted again. I'm already ready to lay it down for the rest of the evening.
You probably missed Anthony Riley's recent stupidity completely then, right?
No, Sean's been keeping me up to date on that. That was massively stupid.
Why didn't you let Sean tell everyone the story?
Well, Sean's not here.
I saw him log in.
Oh, did he? Hold on.
The voice.
You got him muted.
No, he's not muted.
Sean's here? Kick ass.
Oh, no, you know what?
Sean.
That's, yeah, it said, well, I don't see Sean's, but I see two. Oh, okay, never mind. I see. Let me close that call out. All right. Yeah, I guess, Red, it did let you join on that other link I sent you. But
it did.
The screen was frozen. All right, cool. Well, but yeah, I'm better. I'm getting better. So that's why I said, man, sorry I've missed your hangouts. I really haven't even seen them because I haven't even been going to my computer at times just because I was so sick and didn't even want to get out of bed.
Yeah, I understand that. No worries. This was the last hangout was just going over more non sequitur bullshit, but it's all good news. It's all good news. Basically, the judge reaffirmed what he said previously, like, hey, listen, you want to have a fucking court date, we'll have a fucking court date. But in the meantime, you got to relinquish the channel over to Steve. And so that's what the judge said. It was pretty strongly worded. And what it came down to is either Kyle does what the court has demanded that he do, or he's going to have jail time in his future.
Yeah, contempt of court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the documents basically
don't
said
get to just set the rules.
By the time they're capable of having a hearing, he hasn't complied with the court's order and handed over, then he will be imprisoned in contempt of court, right? And I know Red really doesn't give a fuck, right? But it was very clear that the courts were talking, the document was talking about Kyle getting imprisoned if he doesn't comply with the court's orders.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Here's what Mr. Stupid Beard McGee said. Non-sec lawsuit update tonight. Judge threatens Steve with jail.
What?
No, that's not what happened.
What kind of crack does he smoke? He is hanging out with Heisenberg, goddammit. That's crazy.
Did you call him, what did you call him, McBeard?
Stupid Beard McGee.
Stupid McBeardy.
Who is that?
Unirock.
They're
okay.
Here's the part of the document. I love that this is the only part of the document that they actually pay fucking attention to. It goes like this. Mr. McRae, in turn, is advised that the court will respond appropriately if his assertions prove to be without basis. That's not saying that McRae will be thrown in jail or anything like that. So no, nothing like that. And that's only underneath the assumption that Steve McRae has lied about his assertions, which is not the case because Steve McRae has backed up his assertions with, that thing called evidence.
Yeah. Okay. Now I got it. Now I understand what's going on.
And also, let's.
Do
Do you want to see what is being ignored before that? Just real quickly, let me just read what's being ignored. In light of the court's inability to proceed in that manner, basically the inability to proceed with having an actual hearing on this because of the shit going on. By this order, the court advises Mr. Curtis that the court's judgment remains in full force and effect, and that while the court makes no final findings of fact or conclusion of law prior to a hearing being scheduled, if Mr. Curtis, in fact, has willfully violated and continues to violate the court's judgment during the period of which the court is unable to hold the required hearing before finding him in civil contempt, the court will give appropriate consideration to impose all permissible sanctions and, if necessary, requiring Mr. Curtis to be imprisoned until he fully complies with the court's order.
That guy's just institutionalized. He's just trying to get himself thrown in prison right now just so he can be comfortable around a bunch of men.
Reds, are you aware of what Kyle's posted on the Non Sequitur channel?
Don't worry, I'm aware, and you see me not giving a shit because I'm just going to enjoy my my Whopper. I'm sure it's better than what they serve in jail.
Oh, you have Whataburger up there? Oh, that's Burger King. What am I talking about? See, I'm still not 100% in the head. You guys
what
need
about
Whataburger
White Castle?
in your life.
What about White Castle? White Castle will give you the
Mm-hmm.
shits. White Castle will give you the shits.
Hey, at least you still got fucking burger joints open. They shut them all over here. I'm crying.
What about
my fucking tight shirts?
What about taco joints?
I've become
We
my
don't
own
have them
taco
here.
joint. I just purchase 3 pounds of meat at a time when it's available. Actually, I've been buying 9 pounds of meat at a time when it's available, and I make bread. We got to get this El Paso thing going for sure because I have food I want to cook for you, so you can tell everybody, wow, this Lego man actually also knows how to cook too. Because I cook some hellaciously good meals.
I would love to meet the Texas version of Gordon Ramsay, so by all means, sign me the fuck up on that.
Well, when we just got to get that El Paso thing, the El Paso thing going. Once we have the El Paso, you have a date on that?
Yeah. No, nothing yet. Once I know, you'll know, and I'll get back to you on that. But just going back to this real quickly, the only part of that section or the only part of that document that's being mentioned is Mr. McRae, in turn, is advised that the court will respond appropriately if his assertions prove to be without basis. My reply would be, good luck proving that, because everything has been demonstrated. And also, nothing has been submitted to the court without Steve's lawyer taking a look at it first. And let's just say this lawyer has a history of getting shit done.
Kyle's lawyer, the one that's always in the chat? Yeah.
No. Steve's lawyer, the one, that
lawyer.
actually exists. The one that actually fucking exists.
I know. I'm just
so
pulling my own penis for a second. Okay. So,
anyway, moving on.
Yeah, let me do the get caught up on the super chats. The plot hole for $5. Here's for some Motussin. Cheers, mate. Hope to get you back on the plot hole sooner than later. FTFE will have to jump in too. And hey, plot hole, I'm still okay with doing that that feature if you need me to do it. Again, man, I was super just down and out, and I don't think it would have sounded right or even it just wouldn't have been good for either one of us for me to do that. But if you're still up for it, I'll do that little script that you need.
It sounds like you had your ass was getting kicked while you were in bed.
Yes, that's to say the least.
Profuse sweating and everything. Yeah, that sounds nasty.
I had to, for 3 days in a row, I had to wash my sheets every day. And a lot of times I would wake up, wash my sheets, dry them, and then by the time they were dried, I was just ready to get back in bed and lay down.
I bet once they have
your
the
ass
antibody
kicked in
test
bed.
ready, I bet you had it. I'm willing to put money down.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm just isolating right now and just staying home, and I've been doing that already. My son's been doing it. We've already gotten used to it, so it's nothing new to us. We go out whenever we just need something, or we have somebody bring it to us and leave it on the porch.
The best piece of advice that I keep giving people is to isolate, isolate, isolate. And if you have to go out, make sure you take all the necessary precautions. So that would involve like social distancing. Don't get too close to other people. And another thing that I would say is keep your trips to an absolute minimum as far as time. If you're out of the house, stay out of the house for as short a time as possible. Get back as soon as possible, because the only way that I see that we're actually going to flatten this curve that people have been talking about is to self-isolate. Because what was it that one person can royally fuck the shit up and cause that curve to kind of start skyrocketing again?
Yeah, a good person out there
Fucking
is
super
Thunderfoot.
spreaders.
Watching Voice of Thunder, he does a daily. He has two channels. He has Thunderfoot and Voice of Thunder. On Voice of Thunder, he does a daily coronavirus update where he talks about what the actual data coming in really
Yeah,
represents.
he's the best
what it really
person to
means.
look at, really.
And even he'll tell you that due to the fact that you're asymptomatic, or that you can have asymptomatic carriers and you can be asymptomatic for up to 10 days, then that means one person can infect 40 other people with the current known spread rate, I believe, of 1.3. One person can infect 40 people over a 10-day period. And then that 40 people can then, in their 10 days, each one of them has the potential to infect 40 people as well. And it grows exponentially. And that's the whole purpose of social distancing, is until we have a vaccine or anything like that, we cannot allow one person to enter into a workforce or enter into a grocery store or enter into a church or a large gathering where people are getting together, because that one person has the potential to do real damage to a community. And then
There
once
was
it's in the
a
community, it can get out. Go ahead.
there was a lady that has since become a meme at this point, where she went to church and the reporter was
Covered in the
talking
blood
to
of
her.
Christ.
Yeah, covered in the blood of Christ. That girl. So they or
I
that
wanted to
lady.
make a video around that where I'm like, ah!
Yeah, so
Sorry.
the reporter is asking her, what about the people that you can, infect? There's a stay-at-home order, this virus spreads very easily. What do you think about that? And her basic response is, fuck you, I don't care, I'm covered in the blood of Christ, suck a dick, bitches. And I'm like, how
Like if
do
they're
I
not covered in the
occupy,
blood,
like how do I occupy the same universe as this person? You dense motherfucker.
Well, I want to get back to that one topic right there that you just brought up, because I had a family luncheon yesterday for my brother it was his birthday. He was turning 40 years old. And we all just kind of got together for a lunch, And when he was there, he was trying to tell me. First off, we started talking about it because someone brought up the 5G coronavirus, and I was like,
Oh, God.
it's not 5G. They're like, how do you know? And I was like, well, everybody has a modem in their house, right? Why is not the entirety of the world, or pretty much the first country?
but I don't have
free
5G.
world?
Most of Canada does not have 5G, and yet there's some. I don't
Your
have 5G in my
modem is-
province. There's
You don't,
coronavirus.
but let me ask you something. Do you have a 5G
It's a different kind of
modem?
5G.
Do you have a 5? Is it? Is it different than the 5G modems that are on your?
Probably not,
your
because you're
Wi-Fi?
right. Most people do have a 5G modem because the modern ones are all 5G
I
now.
mean, if 5G caused coronavirus, or if any kind of high frequency electromagnetic radiation caused, or even low frequency, if any of that caused virus, then we would see a virus for anybody that worked around radars there would be a statistical increase of viral infections in that that
Plus,
group of that population.
let's talk
of
about the
country.
mechanics of it. I mean, we've imaged the coronavirus. We've seen it infecting a cell. How does a particular wavelength of electromagnetic frequency create a virus? Like, what's the actual mechanics behind that? Please explain.
I am actually very, very surprised that they decided to make this claim, because they made something that's testable. So all we need is
yeah.
a fucking petri dish of whatever.
Thunderfoot says that too.
Coronavirus.
He said it'd be easy
Yeah,
to test that. Just hit
Yeah.
a petri dish of any bacteria or coronavirus specifically with 5G and see, you know, like. But they claim there's already evidence that it removes oxygen or that it destroys oxygen. So they're making the claim, a lot of them, that the oxygen deprivation that people are experiencing is actually because of the fucking.
That is complete horseshit. That is absolutely complete horseshit. It's like, dude, you're promoting this conspiracy saying it's 5G when there is no evidence for that, and you make a testable claim like that. You make you make a testable claim.
She had Cleopatra eyes. So listen, any YouTuber with Cleopatra eyes has to be right, because she told me that that's what it does. I'm talking about insert YouTuber here. I mean, granola mom #122 or something like that, you know?
Yeah, so have a fucking petri dish or whatever, hit it with 5G and see what happens. And I'm going to bet any amount of money that it is going to do jack shit. 5G is not the cause of this pandemic that we're in.
Yeah, so...
What about all the countries that don't have 5G and are still infected?
Exactly.
Like I said, I don't even have 5G where I live. There is no 5G in this section of my fucking country, so I don't know where the hell that's coming from all of a sudden then.
Yeah, well, we're going to get right back to that.
And he's having issues.
Oh, yeah, because Reds had used his join link. Here, I'll give you a new join link, Sean.
What was... wait a minute, this started in Wuhan, I believe is how it's pronounced. Do they have 5G over there? Because if they
Wuhan,
I don't know, they've got fucking 11 million
China
people.
one of the first.
Huawei is kicking ass in 5G.
Wuhan was one of the first cities to be fully covered by 5G.
Fully covered with 5G. Okay, just wanted to double check
Huawei in China is literally competing against Google to try to become the next tech supergiant, and they're big in 5G to the point where a lot of the systems that I use, even my phone, the company that does my phone stuff, TELUS in Canada, they use Huawei 4G technology already. Like most of us have already been sending and receiving signals through Huawei technology for years.
But we also have to keep in mind that, you know, correlation doesn't mean causation. So just because Wuhan is covered in 5G and that's where this shit started, that doesn't mean that 5G was the cause of fucking corona.
Okay, so...
But actually, to be honest with you, I'll give you a little... Oh, go ahead, sorry, go ahead.
No, Brandon, let me get through the super chats because I want to get right back to this because I had a conversation with one of my brothers who turned this into a religious argument. So I wanted to keep talking about this, but I don't want the super chats to get too far away. So let me just do those real quick. Bella Charge for $2 New Zealand. What up, Skep bitch? Glad to see you didn't croak. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't croak either, Bella. And I got an email from Teespring. The mug is being shipped to me. I'll ship it to you immediately afterwards. Did you want to say something? Was that something? Okay. Crafty Keela for €2. Yay, Team Skeptic, FTFE, and Reds in the one chat. Yeah, no, it's always awesome when we can get Reds on. Like I said, we should have had
the three ugliest people on the internet in the same place.
And once we add Sean, that'll be 4 of 4. So, and then we got Brainy, 5 of 5. Oh my God, we are just uglying it out tonight. Amazing. But we always know that we have the ugliest man on earth. Fight the flat earth. He is here. And that's just because nobody's ever seen Red's face.
Ugly and fat. It's my thing.
Yeah, it's a multi... we're not just talking about destructive power at this point, Reds. Nobody even can tell you how ugly you are because they die when seeing your face. Pretty damn destructive.
Talking like multifaceted ugly.
It's pretty damn destructive. Exactly, Brainy. Multifaceted destruction. It depends on how much. If you see Red's face through like a smoke mirror or smoke glass where you can just make out the outline, you may only lose one eye. You know, that's
well, I thought the scene in what was it, The Lost Ark, wasn't that actually based around the first time that Reds was ever seen?
No, it's far too slow.
I thought that was his birth scene. I thought that they were literally just they basically spliced in Red's footage from the birth scene where they photographed the entire family watching Red's.
His mom's name is Wendy. Close your eyes, Wendy.
Let me try to explain it this way. Hey, Brainy, I'll describe it this way. My face looks like Bud Light tastes.
Oh, gross. Oh, no, I like Bud Light, though.
Yeah. What?
Now, they did try to show Red's face on camera once. Now, if you look very carefully, in Independence Day, in the moment where it shoots down and destroys the city, that's not a cloud of fire, it's Red's face.
Wait a minute, wait a
Yeah.
minute. You actually like Bud
But they ha-
Light?
Well, when it comes to,
Ew.
I refuse to drink my own piss, so I drink Bud Light.
Okay, better, but it doesn't just taste like piss. It tastes like a raccoon ejaculated in an old wet log.
Well, when you're poor and you live in Texas, you're limited to Bud Light, Miller High Life, Natty Ice or Natty Light. Either one, pick and choose. It's worse than Bud Light. Budweiser, which just I don't know what's up with Budweiser. That's like if a real man's beer, I guess, because I don't drink that shit. I can drink Bud Light, but I can't drink Budweiser. And then Coors Light, which is
God.
like, hey, mountain beer. You know, who wants to drink fucking mountain beer? But I guess Bud
Yeah, but
Light's
guys,
tolerable.
you forget, in the UK we drink warm beer, so...
That's gross.
Oh
What
yeah,
the fuck's
fuck,
wrong
that's
with y'all?
so disgusting. I don't know what that doesn't sound delicious in any way to me.
All right, so then we have huge arse for $5 Aussie. Shove this $5 up Red's arse. El Paso. When we go to El Paso, I'm sure there will be a video on one of our Pornhubs of me shoving $5 Aussie inside of his rectum, pulling it out.
You
as
want to know
$5
what would be
American
worse?
dollars.
What would be worse than that is making me drink Bud Light, which basically tastes like a liquid Justin
Done.
Bieber song.
Done. We'll do what's called the Power Hour. Okay. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Power Hour. That's where we drink. No, I'm sorry. We'll play a game called Century Club. All right. Century Club is where we take one shot of beer every minute for 100 minutes. We'll see who can last. That does not seem like a lot. But when I was in college, we did that in our frat, and it's an excessive amount of beer. We'll do Bud Light, and then we'll each get, well, if you can make the entire 100 minutes without urinating, you'll earn the Iron Balls Award.
Iron balls, because remember, kids, piss is stored in the balls.
Pee is stored in the balls, guys.
Piss is stored in the balls.
All right, the plot hole for $2. $2. Stop losing weight, because I keep finding it. Yeah, I'm sorry about that plot hole. You might want to find your way further away from me, or you are going to put on some weight, especially weight I'm losing right now from being sick. But I am eating. That's the crazy thing, is I'm eating. I'm eating a lot, like a whole lot. Me and my son went and bought 2 3-pound sausages, right? They were 3 sausages in each one. They were a pound apiece. And in one day, in one 24-hour period, I ate 2.5 pounds, and he ate 3.5 pounds of, I think it was Eckrich sausage or some shit. It was good. But at the same time, like, I don't feel like I should be losing weight. I feel like I should be putting on some excessive amount of weight. So now we got $10 from Chris Kelling. Here's to getting healthy again. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it, and I look forward to it very much so. Digital Demonic Davros for $2 Aussie. Unisoc plus evidence equals contradiction. Yes, it does, man. You know, that's the one thing. Even when I was following him, there were times when I would be like, you're getting this wrong, man. Like, what are you talking about? Let's see, Sean. It says, it ain't letting me in properly on the phone. Okay. Let's see, Sean, if it shows that you even
Yeah, the problem is that you're using... Well, no, the problem is that you're using vMix, and I use a superior medium such as Google Hangouts.
Yeah, Google
Get out.
Meet actually works
Get out!
fucking great.
I love vMix. Let's see.
Fucking
stops
vMix.
Stops at the blue
vMix is
screen,
the
shows
tits.
my camera working, but won't finish connecting. That's weird, Sean. I don't know. Normally, do you join on the phone or not? Because it normally works. All right, so we'll figure that out for you guys. Night Fox, oh my God, 200 Japanese yen. I hope that I bet I got that one right this time. Night Fox, tag me in the chat to make sure I got it right. Team Skeptic, glad to have you back. Have some Walker on me when you bounce back fully. Probably won't have any Johnny Walker. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll go get some Johnny Walker. I don't really drink a lot of Johnny Walker. I mostly drink Jameson. I like the Irish whiskey. And I'm not sure if Walker's an Irish or not. I think that's actually like a Tennessee whiskey. Let's see.
Is that
I'm trying to see. Oh wow,
Tequila or nothing, fools.
Johnny Walker is fucking expensive as fuck. I didn't even realize it was that expensive. Trying to see if it's a scotch. It's a scotch. Okay, yeah. All right, good. Yeah,
Now-
I'll get some
Yeah.
eventually. I'll get some and try some. Go ahead.
You guys in America, right, I do have to ask one thing. My wife and I have just watched The Tiger King, right? So, America, what the fuck?
What?
Fuck
No,
you,
what's
Kurt.
funny that you mentioned that is
Hey,
I literally
let
found
me-
a clip
let me
today
tell
of
you
70
something about this,
exotic
guys.
animals escaping.
No, let me tell you something about this, guys. You know that bitch Carol Baskins? She murdered her husband. That bitch Carol Baskins.
No, I'm
has been-
fucking telling you, she fed her husband to the tigers. There's no doubt
Oh
about
yeah,
that. But the
yeah.
Tiger King is
fuck
batshit
Carol
crazy.
Baskins.
Hey,
Fuck
that's
Carol
allegedly.
Baskins.
Thank you. Allegedly.
No,
That
I'm
is-
sorry. She
I loved
fucking
it.
fed him to the tigers.
She fed him to the
Yeah,
tigers.
it was some of the greatest
he
TV
is
I've watched in
tiger
recent
poop.
years.
That man is tiger poop.
Yeah.
He is
And
fertilizer
this
for
all
her
happened like
garden.
during that
100%.
while they were just like looking
Fucking
into it, right?
bitch. No,
Yeah.
So
and then
yeah, that,
he says to the guy who clearly hates him, "Oh, will you go and kill Carol Baskins for me?" He's like, "Yeah, give me $5,000 and I'll do it." And he just gives him $3,000. She's like, "Right, I'm fucking running away with your money." Like,
Oh,
what
man.
is wrong
That-
with these people?
that show is a watch, a must watch. If you're out there listening and you're stuck at home and you're like, "What should I watch?" Watch Tiger King. Tiger King is
I've
awesome.
seen
Yeah.
I've seen so many memes about it. It's
Fucking
like
Carol Baskins.
wow, so many fucking memes
Is this
about
just what
this. But
everyone's like in America?
Well, you know what? Yeah, that is. I'm just shocked that the Tiger King is going to be the next president of the United States.
So let me
This is
just
life right now.
Oh my god, when he fucking ran for president, I about blew my fucking nut. I'm
Bro,
like,
hold
what? He thinks he's
Let me-
gonna win?
let me give the audience who has not seen this, who is completely unaware and ignorant to the Tiger King. Let me give you just 3 characters in there and one quirk about each character. You have one guy who has many wives. Okay, he's a Tiger King.
No,
you have another
no,
guy.
he has many
who's
husbands.
No, you have the guy who has
God.
many wives too. Then you have a guy
Oh, yeah,
who
yeah,
has
that's
many
right, yeah.
husbands, who's a competitor to the guy who has many
Well,
wives.
neither of them
and
are
then
gay.
and then you have that fucking bitch Carol Baskins who fucking murdered her husband. Fucking bitch.
All right.
Like, he goes and says that the entire show. Fucking Carol Baskins. Fucking
All
Carol
this.
Baskins.
All this makes me want to go take a shit, so I'll be right back.
Already. But yeah, the
Oh my
great
God.
show to watch, guys. Very entertaining. Very
Oh,
entertaining.
fucking!
It had
Like,
hey,
how
I was hooked.
representative of this how representative is this of rural America, though?
Well, let's put it like this. I have a buddy of mine who is a good friend of mine who was a producer for this show Cheaters. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that or seen it in Europe or not. But in America, it was based in Dallas, okay? And before or after he did Cheaters, he was that guy's producer. I have videos and pictures and everything that backs that claim up. And I guess they went with the newer producer, and he went and did his own thing, and then that's when all the shit happened. And he said for sure that producer burned that building down. For sure, the producer burned all the stock equipment, like the footage and equipment and everything else they had. So I'll bring him on as a guest.
Every single person.
This dude
Yeah,
right here is
do
fucking.
that.
He's an interesting character. My friend is an interesting character, and he's a professional film producer. He's worked on some pretty decent sized films, but he worked with the Tiger King for a long time. This guy was doing internet podcasts before podcasting was a real thing. He was like constant every
dude,
single
So
day.
you're telling me
was
that he
doing
never got left by his mother and father, and they were constantly telling him that he was wasting his fucking life. Right? Because that's how that worked, right? The previous generation. You know what I mean? The first people to be like, I want to just talk on the internet.
What's up, Fight?
I was kidding.
Isn't-
Nobody
isn't
caught
he
the
clo-
joke. It
Doesn't
which
he
just
live
went
close
by.
to you?
No, I got it.
I got you.
Sorry. Isn't he relatively close to you, South America somewhere? You could go and visit him in prison, interview him. That'd be good.
Yeah, I would do that. I would have fun with it, man. I go out there. That guy seems like he's a fucking hoot, man. I bet they all fucking. I bet he'll talk about anything. You put a camera in front of him, he'll just talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're
and
from the
guys,
South.
if
Though.
you
You
ha-
can tell by the way they're talking. They're from the South. I think they're from.
If you haven't seen Tiger King, it's on Netflix, and we're not being paid to say this at all. So if you subscribe to Netflix, for as little as $5.99 a month, by the way.
He starts
When did
chipping
we
it like an ad.
say we're getting the money for this?
All right, so
I only
David,
watched like 1 or 2 episodes. I couldn't get into it yet. I'll try again.
No,
What's wrong?
Brainy, watch the
Fucking
fucking rest
Brainy
of it.
Beaver. You know that guy Brainy Beaver killed his husband, right? Fed him to his fucking tigers.
This is something he just repeatedly says, I guess. Then
All throughout the whole show.
That bitch
Throughout the
Carol
whole show, he's,
Baskins?
yeah.
Well,
That bitch
there's
Carol
one
Baskins
entire
killed her
episode.
husband. You know that,
Yeah.
right?
There's an entire episode about where he even like goes on his web show and starts saying about how, oh yeah, this is how she did it, and she fed him, and then they started talking about how they knew where she went on her bike journey and how they could shoot her from certain distances. And, like,
Yeah.
just planning her fucking murder live
Jesus.
on the web, and it's like it's fucking mental.
Yeah, planning it on
yeah, but
Google
hey,
Maps.
what it's funny about that is, I saw a news article from a few years ago where it was like, old guy was ordered to get rid of his animals and stuff like that, and he also got a gun charge. So he went back home and he opened up the cages, and they were like, fucking, first of all, there was lions and tigers and bears that had escaped, so that just made me laugh inside. And then second of all, there was 76 of them. So I'm like, oh my god, he let into, like, who was playing fucking Jumanji? There was giraffes and shit apparently. Like,
So in this show, right? Like this show is like, it's intriguing, man. I want to talk about it, but I don't want to ruin it for people. So
No, I know there's so many things I want to say that blow my fucking mind about it, but
well, hold on. Let
we
me ask
don't
the
watch
chat.
a
Let me
lot
ask the
of
chat.
TV really like that.
Chat, do you want us to continue to talk about that show, or would you like to for us to stop and not ruin it for you? Because what I'm about to say isn't going to ruin it, but it is. It does, it does give away some of the awe to the show. So if you want to see it, if you want to hear us keep talking about it, put a 1 in the chat. If you want us to stop, put 999. No, put 69. No, 69 is too great. Let's see. We'll put 666 in the chat if you want us to stop. That's what. Yeah, keep talking about
Hail
it.
Sagan.
Keep going. I see Stringer News with 1s. Really? Real Cygnus says no, don't, because YouTube Surgeon General says just stop. NANA says do it. Yes, love Asheville quilties. I see a bunch of 1s, but they all look like they're coming from the same person. Sean Carroll says 666. Okay, so, man. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop talking about it right now, but next weekend we're gonna talk about that show. So everybody, next
Okay.
weekend, be sure you're caught up on Tiger King. I'm gonna give you an entire week. What's today? Is today Sunday, right? Okay. That's the other thing. I woke up the other day and thought it was Wednesday, or yesterday when I woke up, I thought it was Wednesday. It was fucking Friday. Yeah, it kicked my ass. So here we go.
And it's Monday today, right?
Is it really? I'm dead serious.
I'm not even
Monday.
joking.
Okay.
no, it is. It is Monday.
No,
Absolutely.
I'm not kidding. It's Monday.
No, he's not at all. It is absolutely Monday today.
All right. Well, as you can tell.
Did you sleep for 48 hours?
No. I told you though. I did sleep. I did sleep last night.
You just
for 9
hibernated
hours.
for a while.
I needed it. I don't know what was
no,
wrong,
you
man. My
fucking
body
liar.
was just like, oh my god, my body was. Yeah. Oh, I see it. Hold on. Who said that? That's YouTube Surgeon General. Really, the guy that's looking out for me the most in the chat. It's Saturday, bro. Yeah, I know you're lying.
Cunt.
All right, so
Team thing is, at the moment in the back of Team's mind, he's like, "Are they fucking with me? Is it actually Sunday?" But no, we're not.
I thought
It's
people.
Monday.
Well,
Honestly, dude.
when I talked to my son,
Well, technically for me, it's Tuesday.
well, my son
Yeah, that's
was
fair.
like, he actually reminded me. He was like, "Hey, we need to pay the electricity bill, right? It's due." And I was like, "It's not due until the weekend or something like that." And then he
Wait, you're
was
supposed
like,
to pay electricity bills?
"Right." Oh, when I told him that, that's when he was like, "Yeah, it is the weekend. We need to pay it today." And I was like, "Isn't it? It's like Wednesday, right?" And he's like, "No, it's Friday." And I was like, "Oh yeah, let's pay the electricity bill then." So and that
How fast will they cut your electricity off there?
Oh well, I mean, they'll give us an entire month before they cut it off, but we just
Yeah.
pay it on time.
How does your electricity work? Because my electricity, I get it from a company called Boost, right? And I've got an app, and I basically have to load money onto the app, and then it feeds that money to my gas and electric.
No, for us
And then
it's different.
if there's no money, as
Straight
the
off my
day goes
credit card,
over,
really.
you will get the next day for free, and then it will cut off at 10 a.m. the next morning until you put on enough money for it to be in positive.
Really? It'll cut off based on like a
Yeah.
pay-per-use service like that? No, I just get my service. Like if
Yeah.
mine, it's also a public utility here, but it works the same as a private. I'll just get my bill, and if I don't pay it, I end up getting a little late charge, and I can
All right.
definitely go a month or so before they'll
So-
start going, hey, fuck, pay your bill.
So BM Furball points out crazy brother 5G story, and I never got through the super chats. So let me finish. I have like
Oh,
four
yeah,
super
okay.
chats left, and then we're gonna talk about this story about my brother over the weekend. All right, David Oliver for €5 or £5. I'm sorry. Hey, Team Skeptic just downloaded the ISS map on Minecraft. It's so cool. I saw somebody else who did a 1-for-1 scaling of the globe Earth in Minecraft, and that it took like 200 or 300 Minecrafters to each take a parcel of the Earth and recreate a land that was perfectly like based on geography, not cities and all that, just based on geography. They built a perfect geographical map of the Earth, and it's literally, it can be wrapped around a globe if you had the right programming to do that. They use it's a modded Minecraft, and they brought it all together to make it all fit, because one person can't.
So
do
wait,
that in regular
there's an
Minecraft.
ISS Minecraft. Like, what is it? Just like a mod you download now?
I'm sure.
That what I'm hearing?
David Oliver, tag Brainy Beaver in the live chat and let him know the answer to that question. David Oliver's the one that asked it.
Oh, hey
Anthony
guys,
Minecraft's
Percy-
awesome.
hang on, guys. I know you guys don't need this information, but I'm just gonna tell you anyway. I gotta tell you, that shit I just took, dude, I lost like 10 pounds. Just saying.
Well, I need to gain.
We used
10
to weigh
pounds, so if
ourselves
you'll
when we were having
box it
parties one
up-
time.
If you'll box up your fecal matter and ship it
Fuck's
to me,
sake.
I'll do it. I'll do my best. I'll freeze it, and then put it in a degradable condom, and then, just transmit the fecal matter that way. Yeah. No.
You
no.
okay there, team? You okay there, team?
You doing that
So-
thing where you blend it up and you put it up your butt for like, what is it for like what is it, that colitis?
Yeah, so I was watching some videos, on people that do weird stuff, and there's a doctor that does a
That
fecal
works.
transplant, and
No, that's a
according
known
to
thing.
him-
They do it up here.
Yeah, because it builds up if you want the
Yeah.
biome of another person, you have to first destroy your biome by, intensely detoxifying your body with stuff that will kill the bacteria in or a good portion of the bacteria, and then you use the fecal transplant to get another person's biome into your
They
body.
use it to
and
clear
hope
like really bad colitis and stuff like that. And they've learned that if they reculture your biome, that it actually cures it in like 70% of attempts.
This guy was talking about eating it, and I was like, no.
Oh no, that's not how they fucking do
Please
it
stop.
here. You
No.
blend it up and you
Please
stick it up
stop.
the other end. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
Wow,
no,
that's
I'm
gross.
done. I'm done when they said that.
Fuck,
No.
wow, eating it.
Anthony
Okay, well,
Purcell.
that's not how it's supposed to be done, everybody.
Anthony Purcell with 10
Team.
Aussie dollars. There's a problem in science communication. You guys have opinions based on verifiable scientific fact and transmit them. Other people think they have the right to transmit uninformed, delusional gibberish. I agree with you, Anthony. I think that
Yeah.
between me and Fight, we have a responsibility to be as correct as possible, because there are people that will watch us and look to us for information. Like they might take something we say at face value and just believe it. And then I'm not knocking anybody. There's people out there that haven't had the education that we've had, and they watch our shows for that reason, because they're adults. They just simply don't have the time and patience and anything else. They got real life going on, so they just get their science from us. So we do have a responsibility in being as right as possible. And there's a lot of people out there that see something and try to make their own uneducated correlation between two things they see and present that as a viable scientific theory, hypothesis, or fact, when in fact they're absolutely wrong, and it's all based on bullshit to begin with. So fuck them.
But what's worse is these fucking quacks that actually have goddamn PhDs and standing up in front of classrooms of people and saying viruses don't exist, it's your body's toxins being secreted. I'm not talking about that bearded dude, because he's getting that from stupid people with PhDs, which, all a PhD means apparently is you can memorize shit, because these people are retarded if that's what they believe.
Oh yeah.
I don't like that word, but you know what I mean. It's so ridiculous. Like, I feel like at some point, like, an institution should be able to be like, yeah, we didn't teach him any of that. We don't, he has a PhD, but we no longer want him to say it's from here.
Hey, okay, so let me finish these off, because I have a few. Something just came in and reminded me to check something. John Rapp for $2 Aussie. I love being handsome. Sucks for you then. That must be a really sad life you live, John, because obviously you're not handsome. This for some makeup girls. Oh, we love you, John. I gotta bust your balls every time you come around. Everybody in the chat, if you haven't done so already, please give John Rapp the proper hello. Hey, John, how you doing? Welcome, and I'll lead it off.
I think you need to get an emoji made for that.
My shit
special
won't
John
let me
Rapp
do.
fuck you.
Yeah, you know what, John?
That reminds me,
You're
I should be
getting-
making my emojis right now.
Look at that. Look what it does when I try to middle
Oh
finger
yeah,
him.
congratulations, Beaver. You finally got memberships. I know you're extremely happy about that.
Did you really?
I was very surprised.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, I
man.
went and checked my tab after my last video, because I check once a week just for fun, just to check the monetization tab, and sure enough, there it was. And actually, was it Mr. Sensible? I told him to go check his, just because he was saying, well, where is it? And I said, well, it's under your memberships. And he was like, oh, look, I have memberships. So he also got his. So congratulations to Mr. Sensible as well. But yeah,
both
I have him finally. I just have to set it up.
Both of you guys are amazing content creators, and you guys getting memberships is long overdue. I've always, I wouldn't tell anybody. I would never embarrass myself that much to tell people that I support you. But in the back of my mind, I was like, let's go, Brainy. Get him some memberships.
Right. That's okay.
Brainy is
Which,
just a
if
beaver
anybody-
that I sometimes boss around.
Yeah, and in case anybody is actually listening out there, yeah, I don't support Beaver. Just don't take what I said as me supporting Beaver, because I only support Beaver in private. When there's nobody looking.
I highly encourage absolutely nobody. I highly encourage absolutely nobody to go to Brainy Beaver's channel and become a member. Please don't. And nobody do that. All right.
Well, once it's
Absolutely
set up, it
no
has to be turned
body.
on and approved. So give it a
Okay.
better part of a week here. I got to get them to approve it and all that stuff.
A
so.
week? Do you know how long it took you to get memberships? Let me email
Yeah,
my contact.
give it a week
We'll
and
make
then
sure
don't
that-
do it.
We'll make sure that week takes about 6 months there, Brainy. I have people at YouTube.
Oh, I'm already on.
For
I'm
them to
already on
review
that.
it, yeah, for sure.
I put the request in last week. He's going to have to wait at least 8 months due to problems because of 5G. I mean, coronavirus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, but on a serious note, guys, if you're out there, you're listening, and you're looking for somebody else to support and become a member of, Brainy Beaver would be the guy to do it. So great content, and he's always around here adding to our shenanigans, and we love him and appreciate him for doing that. Crafty Keela for €2 at FTFE or FTTS. I'm sorry. Knows the struggle is real. # warm pints. Yeah, warm pints sounds gross. I was totally thinking about visiting.
Well, right. Let me clarify. It's not warm. It's not warm. It's lukewarm. It's like room temperature. When you have like a proper stout or something, it's not cold. a bitter beer is just room temperature. That's whatever temperature the pipes and the casks are at.
Yeah, I don't know that it's. I would have to think about unique pint.
You can
beers,
taste the
like,
You can taste the flavor more. All right.
Yeah, I don't think
it's
that
not as
they're-
refreshing as like a pint of cold beer, but you can get a lot more unique flavors and stuff. And I quite like going to a pub that serves normal bitters that aren't totally chilled, because you get a selection, and most of the pubs around here will have local flavors from like local brewers and stuff. So you can get I quite enjoy it, and you get drunk quicker.
All right.
Well,
I just
American
got a-
beer is like water, so.
I just got a message from the plot hole that says that he says, get better, and hell yes, we still need you to do that part. So I will be appearing on a video coming out for the plot hole. Check him out as well, guys. He's in the chat right now. Go ahead and type something in the chat so people can find your channel easy, and go subscribe if you haven't done so already. Okay, Katie Key. Oh, yeah. Fight the Tight Shirt knows the struggle is real. Hashtag warm pints. William Foley for $6.66. Hell Satan. Glad your happy ass is back. Glad I'm fucking back too, William. Believe me, I hate being living in a social cocoon. The internet is a great way to not be in a social cocoon while you're forced to stay at home. And then at the same time, being that I'm all over the internet, not being able to be the social butterfly in the limited internet space that we have has absolutely fucking been an emotional thing for me as well. So I'm happy to be back. I'm happy that my happy ass is back. Volis for $2. Hint, Streamlabs, hint. Yes, Volis, I'm sorry. The entire time I was trying to log into Streamlabs, and I was logging into my old account that got hacked. So I just now logged into my new account. As soon as I get through this last super chat, I'll jump over and grab those real quick. Ilya Moon for $50. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, love. You're amazing. We had a great conversation the other day where I told Ilya specifically that she is a part of this community and will be a part of this community moving forward. She's an amazing person.
I see Ilya all the time. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's fucking amazing. So thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Ilya Moon is
love her.
Ilya Moon is great.
Let's see. This is for therapy after accidentally seeing my face. Are you kidding me? You were absolutely pretty. As I'm pretty sure, no, you're just pretty. As I'm pretty sure I'd beat Reds in an ugly face-off. No! No! Ilya!
No.
I don't think they grasp the concept, Reds. You can't have a face-off when your face kills judges. It's not possible. People, get it through your fucking skulls. You cannot have a face-off with Reds. Everybody, including you, except Reds, dies. It's not fair. It's genocide. It's a war crime. It's mentioned in the Geneva Conventions. Okay?
Yes.
I was also glad you're alive and hope you continue to heal. Thank you very much. I'm sure I will. Thank you very
My
much.
face is illegal in 14 U.S. states. Has been deemed a weapon of mass destruction. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, this next super chat is amazing. From Anthony Purcell, says for $5 Aussie. Thanks for putting my last post after the discussion of fecal transplants and Tiger King to make me sound like a super pompous buzzkill. I don't think you're, but let's see. No, you're really awesome. No, that was your super chat. The one that was the one about science communication. That's a purposeful super chat. I completely agree with you, and not at all. You're not being a pompous ass. None of us pompous motherfuckers are pompous. Okay, so don't worry about it. You're in good pompous company with me and Fight the Flat Earth Reds and Brainy and Radical and all these other pompous individuals around here. Yes, I was talking shit about you guys. John Rapp for $5 Aussie. Thanks, team. Fight the Flat Earth / shirt, but no, it's Fight the Tight Shirt, which is I'm sure he's eventually gonna have to buy sizes bigger than what he's wearing, or he'll look like he's hulking it out, but not hulking it out.
Or I could go back to the size I was. And McDonald's is closed now, so I'm gonna have a good chance.
All right,
Ilya has nothing on Reds. Reds has to wear makeup on the radio for $5 Canadian. Christ puncher.
I have actually seen. I was like 325 pounds when I saw Red, and the layer of lipids between my skin and my bones is the only thing that protected me from what I would kind of like compare it to alpha particle radiation that just melts your skin away. Very much so, like we said earlier in the Temple of Doom from Indiana Jones. When they opened that thing up, right? It was Temple of Doom, right? Okay. When they opened the
Oh, I thought it was the other one. Sorry, my bad.
Was it? No, maybe it wasn't Temple of Doom. Was Temple of Doom the Nazis?
No. Well, because I thought it was the Ark. The Ark of the Covenant or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it might have been
the
the Ark, actually. What was the actual name of that? That's the one. You're right, I'm wrong, Brainy, in that one. But yeah, that's very similar to what...
Has anyone seen the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, of course. I downloaded it the other day. It's funny you mentioned that. I have it on my hard drive.
Okay, so the dip in the movie? That's what happens to you.
The acid, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens to you when you look at my face.
Yeah.
So let me
and again,
finish off.
It's strange. I have a memory of dying when I saw Red's face. We were just talking on Hangouts. He's like, "What? Have you seen my face?" Oh, I put on the camera, and I remember dying. So I must.
But
have
was
been
it like
that
when you see
situation.
his face, you heard a voice, or your phone rang, and you heard 7 days?
No, you don't get 7 days. You see Red's face, and you are atomized instantly.
That's the ring, isn't it? I think.
That's fucking great.
So John Rapp said, "Thanks, team. Fight the Flat Earth, Brainy, Reds, and especially the awesome chat. Yes, awesome people out there. If it wasn't for you, this channel would be limp." Fuck, middle finger. Fuck off, John Rapp. Fuck off completely. We love you, man. You're getting your own emoji. I think you deserve one. I think he deserves one. Christ Puncher for $5 Canadian. Oh yeah, we read that. Ilya has nothing on Red. Red has to wear makeup on the radio. Night Fox for 2,000 yen because I said 200 earlier. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Night Fox. But I did get the yen part right. The Japanese yen, I believe, is what it is. So I got that shit right. And thank you very much. It was 2,000 originally, 200 this time, so we'll just call it 2,000. Surf for $2, pineapple pizza. You forgot the don't sign, Surf. You forgot the don't sign. The circle with the cross through it. Yeah, you're supposed to put that first. Don't pineapple pizza. Yes, but good job. Peter Miss Prime for 10 Aussie dollars. I found an interesting flat earther you guys might be interested in. I've been arguing with them for a while. Check out Beyond the Deceptions video of why is there clouds behind the sun. Comments. Clouds behind the sun is pretty easy one because there's also you can just take what are the rocket launches you have read where you show it looks as if the rocket is in front of the light pole because of the glare bending around the light pole kind. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So basically, the sensor gets overexposed with the fire and badassery that is the rocket. Exactly. There's actually a few videos that do that, but I believe the one they would be referring to, or the one that you are referring to, is my Falcon Heavy launch, and also it would be Kara's launch, what it's named on my channel. That was the launch of Osiris Rex. They also say that flame is shown in front of the power lines when in fact it's just the sensor being overloaded by the fire and badassery that's coming out of the ass end of the rocket.
Yes. Okay, so that I believe is the end of the super chats. Let me do the just double check real quick to make sure I got them all. Christ Puncher for
did you
$2 Canadian.
Go through your Streamlabs as well?
I'm getting to that one right now. Christ Puncher for $2 Canadian. Surf is right. Pineapple on pizza is just dandy. Christ Puncher, you're dead to me.
Can I? Yeah, I'm just going to ban him from the channel.
Yeah, ban. Don't worry, Christ Puncher. I'll unmod FTFE and give you the timeout. But no, he's a mod. You can't time him out, bud. But I can definitely remove you from mod and let everybody time you out once. Jeff Roberts for $20 on Streamlabs. I love you, man. I wouldn't do that. Welcome back, team. We missed you, bro. Thank you very much, Jeff Roberts. I appreciate that. Robert Williams for $5. You probably said, but I was caught up watching Creaky. Hope your son is doing better. Oh, I have more text. I have more text left. JM is an absolute fucking idiot. Let me get my dinger out. Ding. Where's it at? Where's the dinger?
Yeah, well,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
speaking of
talked about
JM Truth.
Kyle.
Yes, hang on. Before we get there, I just want to say something about JM. JM still hasn't replied to my video where I showed that there is no. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
JM still hasn't replied to my video where I showed that there is no 20-second discrepancy. I haven't heard shit from the guy. So I want to know, is he still doubling down on his claim that there's a 20-second discrepancy, or is he willing to admit that he was wrong?
I think he's half downing on it right now.
Well, how about I message him and see if we can get him on?
Yeah, please, absolutely, because I would
messaged him,
very
he
much
didn't
like to
answer me
ask
back.
him. I would very much like to ask him that question point blank, because he made the claim that my footage of the Falcon Heavy was fake. And then he doubled down by saying, hey, listen, I called you a liar before I did my investigation. That was wrong of me to do. Well, now that I've done my investigation, I'm definitely calling you a liar now. Okay, motherfucker, what do you got? And he tried to say that there was a 20-second discrepancy between my footage and the SpaceX live stream. I then show that there is no 20-second discrepancy by playing them both side by side, with not only my footage being played side by side with SpaceX's footage, but also Astronomy Live's footage as well. And they are exactly the same. There is no 20-second discrepancy between the clips. So what the fuck, bro? So this motherfucker claimed that because of that, my footage is fake and I'm a liar. Well, now that I've demonstrated that he's full of shit on that point, is he willing to apologize to me and admit that he was wrong, or is he going to double down on it again?
Let's not forget his other claim that the rocket is, and I quote, After Effects.
Uh-huh.
And the fact that he doesn't understand how ice is formed.
Go figure, right?
Okay, Volis, you are a beautiful, beautiful human being. Thank you so much for your donation of $50 on these Streamlabs. I do appreciate it very, very much. You didn't leave a message, and then in your $2 super chat, you just said Streamlabs. So if you have a message, please tag me in the live chat, or actually tag Fight the Flat Earth or me, one of us, and one of us will see it so I can read off a message from you. But thank you so much. I do truly, truly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I'll know in 8 days. 8 days is when I'm supposed to be paid by Google, and I just, from the message they sent me, it says it's going to be delayed for 2 to 3 months. So I would assume that if I don't get it this month, I'm going to get, or 1 to 2 months, I think is what it said, delayed 1 to 2 months. So it would be 2 to 3 months before I received anything. I'm hoping it's going to come in the 8th. I'm putting all the money aside right now just in case it doesn't, so I have the ability to make it from one missed payday to the next one that actually happens. So thank you so much for the donation on the Streamlabs link in the chat. I do appreciate it.
Now, I also want to respond to someone in the live chat, if I may. So, at Rez, he didn't start the launches at the same time because he is an idiot. No, it wasn't that. He started the launches at the same time. He's an idiot for a different reason, though. He is an idiot because he compared exactly. Thank you. He compared my Falcon Heavy launch to the wrong Falcon Heavy launch. He compared my video of Falcon Heavy, which was for the Arabsat mission, with the mission for Falcon Heavy for its demonstration flight, the one that was launching the Tesla into orbit. So he compared 2 different launches and then was surprised that they look different. If only there was if only there was something that gave that shit away. Like, oh, I don't know, maybe the fact that the original Falcon Heavy had no colored landing legs. It was all white. But the Falcon Heavy that I filmed had painted landing legs. It was black. They even look different. They behaved different. There were 2 different launches. He compared my launch to a different launch and said that that was evidence that I faked my footage.
You're forgetting that
But
he
Red,
is
don't
a
forget that the
CGI
sky was
expert.
different colours.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and also don't forget the sky was different colours, and it landed in a different place to where it took off from.
Mm-hmm. He also said that what was another dead giveaway that I faked my footage is that it landed in a different spot than where it took off from. And he tried to say that I made the assertion that it lands in the same place that it took off. And I was like, bullshit. I never said such a thing. The landing zone is, what, 9 miles away from the launch pad? It's like... Well, dude, you're asserting that I said something that I never fucking said, and then trying to judge me on that thing that I never fucking said.
Well, like I said, he is a CGI and modified sniper expert, not a paying attention to details expert. So you can't blame him.
He is an idiot. But I would like to know, is he still going to double down on his assertion that there's a 20-second discrepancy? Is he still gonna double down on the assertion that because the rocket lands in a different spot than where it took off from is evidence that I faked my footage? Is he still going to double down on the fact that he says that because there's soot patterns on the rocket that therefore I faked my footage?
Yeah, but the fact that he asked you, so they land in the same spot, and like, can he do no fucking research on his own? Like, that is the simplest thing to look up. It is in plain text in all directions. You can even see the images. Balloon shots, if he even wants to think that, of the goddamn launch pads with the fucking SpaceX printed on them, and the landing pads. Sorry, the landing pads.
If you go. You're absolutely right. If you go to Google Maps and type in satellite or click the satellite view icon, go to Cape Canaveral, you will see the launch pad 39A. If you scroll down, head towards the south, you will see a separate landing zone called LZ1 with the SpaceX logo printed right the fuck on it.
But this is the crux of the issue. Whether he thinks you said that or not, or you did or didn't, whatever. Fuck, not getting into that. But he cannot do any research himself. So he just hears somebody say something, and that's what he bases his entire research off of. I mean, that's the reality. How he would try to get you and not do any sort of checking to make sure, like, because I've tried to do that where you're like, oh, that angle looks fucked up, and you look on the map, and if you can't suss out the problem, then you better not open your fucking mouth, otherwise you're going to look like an idiot.
Yeah, and did you consider that you can't pan for 9 miles?
Yeah. I have been filming these SpaceX landings since, 2015? I've been filming them for
you've been faking them since 2015.
Of course, that's the rhetoric. But I've been filming these landings since 2015. Never, let me repeat, never have I filmed a SpaceX Falcon 9 landing in the same spot it took off from. This shit is literally a Google search away, and this motherfucker who claims to be an expert at researching shit couldn't do even the most basic research on SpaceX and how they launch and land their rockets.
Do you guys want to hear something really funny? He's telling everybody at the moment that he is currently teaching in a community college.
Yeah, bullshit.
I hope he's teaching
bullshit.
Something like Spanish or something, or like.
I would want him teaching even Spanish to me. I'd end up knowing fucking Chinese.
All right, guys. Welcome. My name is JM Truth. Here, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a pamphlet. Remember, in order to get a really good
hole punch.
Remember, guys, you want to make sure you fold it very nice-like because that shows quality.
And kids, for your homework, make sure you cover sections 4 to 7 on modified sniping.
Mm-hmm.
and folder and what is it? Brochure fucking folding.
No. I want everyone. Now, team. I know that you speak to JM Truth, and I know Fight. You're more than likely to speak to JM Truth before I ever do ever again. He's probably never going to talk to me ever again because he got royally embarrassed. And the same is true for Nathan Thompson.
Nathan made him run away.
Well, not only that, but did you see the comment left by Glowbusters? Even Glowbusters was like, "Dude, JM Truth is not the guy. You need to intervene before he embarrasses himself." They literally said that. Glowbusters fucking said that. Glowbusters knows that I know my shit, and he fucking doesn't. When Glowbuster says you're about to get your ass reamed, you should probably fucking think about that. Yeah, you should probably think about that if you're a flat earther. So here's the thing.
Because
Here's the
he
thing.
knows all about getting his ass reamed.
Yeah, I know that you guys are more than likely to speak to him before I ever do, and the same is true for Nathan Thompson. Just keep this message for him in the back of your head so that you can send it to him on my behalf. Or better yet, let's make it a question. Are you still going to double down on your bullshit that there's a 20-second discrepancy? Are you still going to double down on your bullshit that because it lands in a different spot, therefore fake? Are you still going to double down on your bullshit that because there's soot patterns on the rocket, that therefore fake? Are you still going to double down on your bullshit that Red's rhetoric unceremoniously shoved up your ass? The next time any of you talk to JM Truth or Nathan Thompson, ask them if they're still going to double down on their shit. I would very much like to know.
Okay, so we have. Let me go through the super chats because some of them are directed to you, Reds. $2 from Muskegon. JM Truth is the stolen valor of education. Now that I can agree with. That man is claimed to have had so much education in his life. And he literally hasn't lived long enough to do any of it. So, plus his intelligence level, just the fact that he thought that pi was like 3.7 something.
7.5.
Yeah, that the fact that he said that means that any qualification he claims to have that uses mathematics is it's a fallacious qualification to begin with, and probably a fallacious claim. Night Fox for 200 yen, Japanese yen. At Reds, will you live stream the 20K hop?
The 20K hop?
Yeah,
I don't know what that's.
I
don't know what that's referring to.
Night Fox, if Reds, are you able to see the live chat or no? If not, I'll just try to see the message and I'll read it to you. If you are, Night Fox, tag Reds. In fact, tag Reds and me, and I'll relay the message if you want to be more specific. Bella Charge for $2 New Zealand. When is the next gaming stream, team? You know, that's something I probably will either do tonight, later, or tomorrow, depending upon how I feel tonight. Like, a lot of people don't realize that I've been doing gaming streams on my gaming channel. That's how sick I am. Gaming is my hobby. Like, I love science. I love educating myself. When I'm not doing that, I'm typically playing video games.
Get Borderlands.
I had to put those down. I had to put it down because I was that under the weather. That was unnatural for me. So, next gaming stream coming soon. Maybe if I can get 20 hashtag fuck fupas in the chat. If I can get 20 hashtag fuck fupas in the chat, yes, I'll do a live stream. And I'll make sure that fupa gets y'all's message. Anthony Purcell for $2 Aussie. I'm a fraud too because I process satellite data. You damn shill, Anthony. Can't believe you'd lied to the people, to children, Anthony. You'd lied to them about satellite data.
What a douche.
What a douche. Kind of douche I like to hang around, though. Anthony Ahum, or it's Ahem, but Ahem, for $5 Aussie. No message, though. Thank you very much, sir. I do appreciate it. Volus for $5 says, FTFE won't say a damn thing. No message, just you guys are awesome. Actually, Volus, I went back and saw it in the chat. I was about to read that message off. And Reds, and then we're talking about
what did I do?
JM,
I'm
so
sorry.
that's
If I didn't see a message, I do apologize. I've been trying to get hold of JM.
He's lying, Volus. He's lying. But yes, no, I told him to leave a message if he had a message for the $50 donation, but he said no message, just you guys are awesome, and thank you very much. We do appreciate it. David Oliver for €5 or £5. Flat Earth research is better. Ask the cult leaders what I should say. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait, hang on. Let me answer the super chat, and I'm going to head off here. But the 20K hop, I believe that refers to a hover test for Starhopper, which, as you know, is the prototype for Starship. Now, the test hops that you have been seeing on SpaceX's live stream, they take place in Texas. I am located in Florida, so no, I will not be able to live stream those. However, any test that involves Starship that happens in Cape Canaveral, Florida, I will most definitely live stream it from the Nikon P1000, the flat earther camera of choice. And with that, I'm going to say good night to all you guys. I love you all, except for you, Fight. Go fuck yourself. And
I love you too.
with that,
Oh wait. Oh.
So with that, have a good one, peeps,
That's not what you
and
said last
don't forget the question that we're going to be asking Jam Truth and fucking Nathan Thompson the next time we see him. You're still gonna double down your shit against Red's rhetoric? All right, peace, bitches.
See you later.
Later, bro. We'll have to get him in on the Tiger King stream. I'll make sure he watches it over this week. And then David Oliver for €2 or £2. Do you like Warhammer 40,000? Is that a video game? Because I think Warhammer is a video game.
It's a whole sci-fi franchise, and I think most of it is the kind of tabletop gaming, but there has been a couple of video games based around it.
Yeah, it says Games Workshop Work Store. I've never played it before. That would be pretty cool. I'd check it out. All right, so
I think that we should do a Dungeons and Dragons stream, like as a community thing.
I don't even know how to play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't even know.
But that's the thing. If you have a good dungeon master, you don't need to know how to play it. It's about getting a dungeon master that knows what they're doing.
Okay, so we've been pushing this story off because of responses to super chats. You people are harassing me out there, but I love it. Thank you very much for all the harassment. We kind of glossed over the story about my brother. And I just want to tell the story. I mean, I love my brother, and he knows that, but he's a very, very fundamentalist religious person. He's been that way for the past 12, 15 years. He's been really he's one of those people, and if this is you, I do apologize if you feel like I'm talking shit about you. I don't typically talk shit about people that believe in religion, only people that try to replace science with religion. And that's a problem with me. But if you want to believe in a religion, by all means, you're free to do so, and don't let me get in your way. My brother would say, hey, I'd go see him, and he'd be like, hey, you want to pray before you leave? Like, let's say a quick prayer. This is when I was religious as well. So I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's pray. And we'd sit there, and I'm not even kidding. These prayers, if I didn't stop him, would last 10 minutes. Every 30 seconds.
That sounds like hell.
Every 30 seconds, we would stop to say, and Jesus, Lord, thank you for this. We pray to say thank you for blessing us with this. And I'm like, can we stop? Oh, no, we got more. Okay, keep going. All right, you ready to stop? No? All right, we've been doing this for 3 minutes now. I've had sex that's lasted shorter than this. What's the deal? Are we going to keep going? Oh, okay, we do. We got more to go. And then we get all the way through. So he's very fundamentally, or very...
Sure, now it works.
There he is. Sean Hufford, how you doing?
Apparently my work's Wi-Fi, it was not allowing this to connect at all. I'm now no longer on the Wi-Fi, so it might be a little windy while I'm waiting to get Ryan home. So it's been a fun night. I got to listen for the last, since it started, I just couldn't join because, we closed at 7. So we can do all the little COVID, sanitization every night. But yeah, I'm here finally.
No, you have perfect
Why would you
timing
bother with the
because-
COVID sanitation? Haven't you heard it's all fucking 5G?
you have perfect timing.
Well, we're not wrapping everything up in aluminum foil, so I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Right.
You make
yeah,
that
perfect.
right?
All right, you guys, I need to talk. Yeah, you have perfect timing because everybody's been wanting to hear the story about my brother with the, what he said about the coronavirus and COVID-19. And we haven't been able to talk about it because there's been a lot of super chats that required some attention. And then you finally get to talk about it. And now you're in here and you butt in and stop the story right as it starts getting going. I do this to people all the time. So it's karma kicking me in the butthole right now. I just want to say thank you for the perfect timing, Sean. But, all right, yeah, look, the plot hole for $2. No story for you, team. And keep in mind, they're on a slight delay, so the stream is like 2 minutes behind when I started talking about this. So that all came in before. Thank you very much, plot hole. I do appreciate it. But yeah, Sean, so my brother, we were all sitting at the table, and my one brother's girlfriend said, we were talking, or he said something about, yeah, she's one of those 5G people that think that the virus is caused by that. And I was like, No, it's not. It's not caused by that. And of course, I think she saw the whole videos about the Spanish flu of 1919 that was right around the same time that we started using radar technology across the world and sending radio waves across the world. And I'm like, if that was the case, then we would all have virus. We would all have virus right now. There's no way to protect against the virus because we're all around with radio waves nonstop. In fact, if you could see electromagnetic radiation just like going across the universe and everything, you would see that the entire universe is dominated by electromagnetic radiation. There's literally everything radiates away electromagnetic radiation. So, we're always around it. Now, there are dangerous forms of radiation. There is ionizing radiation, but these 5G towers are non-ionizing radiation. They're just, are you gaming now? Fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do both.
No, that's fine. I'm seeing you now. Okay, so we were sitting there and she said that. I brought that up. And of course, my brother, he doesn't think this is 5G at all. This is wrath of God. A fundamentalist thinks this is wrath of God. And he started talking to me. He's like, oh, it's the time that, benevolence, you need to love thy father and the rapture is coming, and before this is all over, we'll be left with only 1/3 of the population. It's been prophesied in the Bible. And I'm like, there's no fucking way that this virus is killing 2/3 of the population. There's no way. If that was the case, we'd be seeing a much, much, much higher death rate everywhere where it's spread already, and it just is not that high.
It wouldn't have the nickname Boomer Plague. I'm just kidding.
Right. No,
it's
but
a terrible term.
Yeah.
He just started talking. And he was
one thing that's probably true about it is that, probably something like 1 in 5 people of our kind of age will, if they have parents, probably lose them.
Okay, hold on.
A stat like that has been thrown around, which I kind of believe.
I would like somebody in the chat to look something up because I don't want to stop the conversation to look this up. But I would like you guys to tell me when the next either a double or a triple cicada hatching. So of course cicadas, they have a life cycle, and there's different types of cicadas that have different lengths of life cycles. And these life cycles are, we see them I think one of them is like every 7 years. Every 7 years, you will have a swarm of these particular type of cicadas. And then every so often, you have all the cicadas that are, that have this spacing between them. They all have a swarm on the same year. Can somebody please check to see when the next swarm is where all the different species of cicadas all hatch at the same time or swarm at the same time? I'm not a religious person.
What about the plague of locusts that's devastating Africa at the moment as well? That's going to be feeding into the religious
I think locusts are cicadas. Or wait, maybe it's... Hold on, let me see.
What's happening in Africa at the moment is pretty devastating. There's going to be a massive corn shortage and stuff because of it. Coupled with COVID-19, it's pretty fucking devastating for the world.
No, okay, cicadas are not locusts, but they have there's a periodic let me see. I think it says right here. They're periodical is what it says. Okay, so basically it's every so often they swarm. And you can have it to where they swarm on the same year, and you have these devastating swarms of cicadas. I'm not sure about the locusts. I would need to see if locusts are the same thing. Well, let me ask. Okay, I can just ask Google. Are locusts periodical? But anyway, all this stuff is hold on. It's it's a matter of convenience. They don't really. It's not something. Let's see. 13 and 17 year periodical. Oh no, that's magicadas. It doesn't say. I don't know. Okay, I don't know whether locusts are periodical or not because it always keeps referring to cicadas. So, but yeah. So then he's trying to say that the plague over there, the locusts or whatever, are part of this this coming back of Jesus and all this other stuff. And I'm sorry, but if I told them this pissed them off. I said, you know what? If everything the Bible says is true, then God's the bad guy, because God's the one that can stop all this shit and not fucking and not keep and not have babies, dying of disease in Africa, swarms of locusts and
been up here.
like hunger and famine. And I tried to explain to him. I was like, how do you explain like the measles? Why was measles a thing when it would kill like ungodly numbers, like 30%, I think is the death rate in measles. And most kids in the 1930s and 40s and 50s had measles because they didn't have the vaccine by then. So you had to get measles to become vaccinated, to become immune to measles. So why would God put that on earth? Why would God say, yeah, this is a good thing, let's just put all my dominions, all my people who are supposed to worship me. You're not worshiping me hard enough. Let me kill 30% of you. Let me give you a disease that ravages your population, and anybody that does survive is marked for life and has to deal with all this pain. To me, it makes no sense. To me, if that's a real thing or a real person, I would have to stand on the side of morality and go up against that person. I would be happy to be in hell if that is the opposite to living inside on the
Amen.
on the
ironic.
the
No,
land.
I totally agree, team, with everything you're saying.
I mean, we got into that argument where it was like he's telling me the coronavirus is a God sent thing, and I'm like, no, there will be a way of try. Well, okay, he didn't say that God sent coronavirus. What he said is we abandoned God when we turned to technology and science. And then by abandoning God, we have then acquired the knowledge to hurt ourselves. In other words, we created the virus, because that's what he was saying. He didn't think it was the 5G. He was saying he thought it was like the technologies and the advancements. We got to a point where we've advanced far enough where we could create a virus that could kill us. Well, this is true. However, it would also kill the people who created the virus, which is a dumbass way of taking over the world. So anyway, that was my argument with him. He was all about this, worshiping Jesus and coming back to Jesus for coming back to Jesus to find, salvation. And I'm like, nope, no thank you. No fucking thank you. If I die, cool. If that's all real and that's all the truth, and this guy, this being, is toying with us, is killing us indiscriminately, is putting children through suffering and pain, I don't want to be a part of that. I wouldn't want to be a part of that if it was a superstar performer that was doing it. And these people who are saying that you should, yeah.
If there's a God like that and we had the chance to meet him, he would have to explain to me why my little sister was the youngest person in Europe to ever be diagnosed with multiple sclerosis when she was a dancer, Like, why did you target my sweet, innocent little sister with a horrific disease? Why is that in your fucking plan? Please explain that to me.
Well, okay, hold on. J.O. Warren for $1.99 says, you're killing me. And he tries to phonetically spell it out, but C-I, how would you pronounce that? Cicada? Or C? Or Ch? I thought it was always cicada, like spelled S. Not spelled, but pronounced as if it was spelled S-I-C-A-D-A. So, and then J.L. Warren follows that up with $4.99. Science doesn't try to disprove God, but it's not science's fault that as we expand our understanding, God keeps failing to show up. Right, that's the other thing. When you're wondering why lightning and thunder and the sun and all that exist, to me, being an ignorant civilization or an ignorant time, it's okay to turn to an uninformed explanation. But once you have the science behind it, once you know what's going on, then it's not okay to do that anymore. Then at that point you need to accept the fact that you can make the prediction whether you believe in God or not, and the fact that you can make the prediction without believing in God, or you can that you have any kind of predictive powers, means that that's not what's causing whatever it is you think is causing. So like the can't even think of the word right now, the fusion reactions that go on in the sun. You know, ancient Egyptians didn't know about fusion, nuclear fusion. So for them to assume that there was a god up there that was in control of the sun, or the sun was the god himself, that's an excusable ignorance and an excusable explanation for an ignorant time. However, today, you say that there's a God up there when we have evidence to show that there is no God. Not that there is no God up there, but we have evidence to show that we can make any prediction and predict everything we see in the sun and everything that happens in the sun. We can make those predictions without the need for a God. You know, that's when you start questioning whether or not God actually exists. And he's one of those people that does believe that, you know, that there is a God. I'm pretty sure he thinks the earth is about 6,000 years old and that science is lying to us.
Then he is a fucking idiot. Oh shit.
I'm
gonna get run over. No, he missed me.
No, that I agree on. Let me ding him real quick.
Oh my god, how did I survive that?
It didn't play the ding. There it goes. Okay. So, to say that, I think let me see if there's any other super chats or donations that came in, and I think we're gonna wrap this up. We're getting close to 2 hours. Oh yes, we did. We had a BK Rich. Thank you, man. You're another one of those people that really help out a lot behind the scenes. Thank you so much, Rich. You're awesome. Speaking of BK Rich, I think he's a member, and I'm gonna be doing some members and patron stuff to make up for this month and to make up for last month because I didn't get my March hangout in with you guys. So we'll be making up those 2 months, or we're doing this month and making up last month as soon as I'm 100%. Probably Wednesday or Friday we'll do that. In fact, we may do a members and patrons Tiger King hangout before we do the public hangout covering Tiger King. But BK Rich says, hope this helps float you past the delays. Thank you, BK. Yes, again, I'm throwing it all into the PayPal and putting it in my account and just holding on to it until I receive the payment from Google. But I'm sure that will help, BK. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Other than that, let me go check the Super Chats one last time. I think we had a few of them just come in. Yes, okay. Anthony Purcell, 5 Aussie dollars. Team Skeptic, you're exactly right. As presented, God is a... pick your own expletive. Fucking moronic, idiot, punk bitch. If the God of the Bible is killing people and allowing people to suffer, then that's what I think of him. And I'll happily serve in hell to our evil overlord. David Oliver for £5. That's what I think. I think all of the fucking atheistic scientists are going to be in hell anyway. So I'm probably going to enjoy that more than I would be with a bunch of pretentious people up in heaven, you know. Because here's the other thing, you know. And I asked my grandma this. I said, Grandma, what happens to a man if he repents on the, death penalty, right? We have a death penalty coming up. He's been talking to a preacher about God, and he truly believes in God. I'm not saying that he doesn't truly believe in God, okay? I'm going to say, for whatever reason, he truly believes in God, truly finds salvation in, you know, in Jesus, and that is the truth. Is she going to be okay living up in heaven next to a serial killer or mass murderer who lived his entire life of sin, killed hundreds of people, and repented on his deathbed just to avoid hell? And she's like, yeah, I guess I am. I'm like, what kind of piece of you know what I'm saying? Like, that's some piece of shit stuff, man. You can't justify that to me. And when you try to justify that to me, it invalidates your argument. You know, I would have rather her said, I don't think that's the way it works. Then I'd have been more accepting and understanding. And of course, I'm accepting and understanding. It's my grandmother's belief system. She's old and she's, you know, absolutely allowed to hold that belief, and that's fine. And all she asks from me is that when she dies,
I'm glad we've moved on from that being the majority.
Yeah, well, she still wants me to... She asked me if I'd pray for her, and I will. You know, I'll pray for her just because it's what she believes in. It might not be what I believe in, but it's what she believes in. I'll be genuine with my prayer, but I just don't think it will go anywhere. You know, if there's any kind of emotional touch between me and her, air quotes, spirit. I hope it gets to her. I hope she sees that I do love her, and that my choice to be agnostic, even atheist to a degree, my choice to do that has nothing to do with her. It just there's no evidence as far as I'm concerned for someone that needs evidence to believe something, and this is why I tell people I don't just jump on the whole, look at these pictures I took. Let me show you this picture evidence. I don't jump on that because to me it's just ill-informed. It's not evidence. It's not, unless it has all the fucking data to accompany it, it's just an observation. And good on you, mate. You know what I'm saying? Good on you. That's my Aussie accent. That's my attempt at Aussie accent for tonight. David Oliver for €5. Original sin means we all bad even before we did anything. Yeah, funny fucking story, David, right? We're all, even the children who are afflicted with measles and all that other shit, they're all bad kids too because they were born human beings. That's so nonsensical to me. If you have somebody that's responsible for creating you and that's the way he treats you, holy fucking shit, I feel sorry for you and your life. All right. Crafty Keela for €2. Even when agitated, team's voice is so calming. Thank you. I appreciate that. My voice is barely making it back, by the way. Night Fox for 200 Japanese yen. Oh, God. I have no idea how to say that. That's got to be Greek. All right, I'll get back to that one, Night Fox. I'm going to try to look that one up and see if I'm able to see what pronunciation that is. Little Miss Betty Page, a.k.a. Tank Girl Junkie. FTFE, I'm also a former dancer, and I'm now in a wheelchair. Heart for your sister. Live, you guys, except for Reds. He didn't read my super chat earlier. Fucking Reds. I wish I'd have seen that, Tank Girl Junkie. I wish I'd have seen that. I would have fucking scolded him for that. Told him that if he's not going to fucking read
Thank you,
chat,
Tank Girl
super chat.
Junkie. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And it says I have a new member, but I don't see it. Let me, if anybody saw the new member, I'm going to go back and look through and see if I can find it. But I don't see my new member up there. John Rapp for $2 Don't need imaginary friend as a kid. Still don't. Yeah, see, growing up, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't a fundamentalist, but I grew up around fundamentalists. So it was, it was kind of a contradicting point of view, because when people would talk about, like, Jesus is always watching, Jesus will always see you, God's always looking at you, and man, I would feel bad for stuff that I really didn't think was wrong, or things that I did were wrong, and I would change the way I was just because this imaginary person may be watching you. And then I started asking where the evidence was, and that's when it was like, oh, well, there is no evidence. That's why it's called belief, son. That's why we believe. And I was like,
but why? Why do I want to do that?
Why do I want to believe? Why do I want to hold those morals, Like, I see the people protesting outside of, like, what is it called? Where they, God, I'm so scatterbrained right now. Where they abortion clinics. They see all these religious people outside of abortion clinics, and they're bombing abortion clinics. And I'm like, are you serious? You're doing that in the name of somebody who proclaims love?
It's
on
terrible.
Everything? You guys are fucking.
Did you
got
see
it
the
wrong.
See the Tosh.0 one though, where he's walking the girl to the thing and he's got the headphones on. It's a Beats Audio joke ad he makes, and you can see all the people yelling, and you hear what she's saying. It's like you murderer, and everything. And he's got a big smile on his face, and it shows you what he's hearing, and it's you're the man, you're the man, you're the man. He's high-fiving them as he walks in. I mean, Tosh.0. His humor is right above the ground level.
Shock comedy. I like shock comedy. I know a lot of people say
I like it.
A lot of people are offensive, and I try to be as shock comedy as possible without being offensive for you guys. But at the same time, I'll have to go check that one out. And then Kristen Frost laser beams, and we're gonna end it on this super chat right here. Let me double check my donations, make sure nothing came in last second. Okay, good. We can end it right here. This $2 super chat, it goes, oh, look at that. We do now have a new member, Sir Chasm, new member. Welcome to the Rage Dingers. There's somebody out there. If you became a new member today, it did not pop up. It shows me as having 2 new members. So if you became a new member today, please let me know and I will give you the shout out. But here we go, everybody. Be sure to the Nathan in jail emoji. Where's he at? There you go. Nathan in jail, followed by General Jaws, followed by Skeptic Mankini, followed by your favorite dinger. Oh my god, I ran out of room. I'm gonna have to take away some of the. I'm gonna have to take take away some of the Jaws, because we ain't taking away Nathan in jail. We need to remind everybody of that. In my email, ha 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 ha, just nothing but ha's. All right, that's
so ass hurt about those pictures.
Yeah, but did you see the pictures? Obviously.
Yeah.
Especially fight. You can't show it, huh? Can you jump over to VMix and put the gangbang picture? This is the one that got him super butt hurt, both emotionally and physically.
That's pornography.
I don't have
you
that
can't put
separately.
that up.
Okay, well we'll have to show that next
Everybody's
time.
wearing clothing.
All right, so before I read these last 2 super chats, I'm going to tell you guys, next week, we're going to do this on Friday unless something comes up. On Friday, Tiger King. We're talking Tiger King. I'm going to try to bring my friend on who was the producer for the Tiger King, not the show, but the actual person when he was doing web series and all that. I'll try to get him on to give his perspective on everything. But I'm going to read both of these off together.
I might see if I can get my wife on to talk about that.
That would be cool.
If you'd be up for having Mrs. Fight on, because she enjoyed that show.
For sure. We can do one with Mrs. Fight as well. All right, so we have... Oh, something else just came in, so let me double check that. Make sure it didn't win a donation. Okay, good. It's not. All right, so we got 2 of them. One is Surf, who is last, actually, for $2. He says last, question mark. Yes, you're last. But Kristen Frost Laser Beams, you had a great one for $2 as well. Hey, Unirock, see how we like to help our own? You guys are amazing. Thank you for everything. Thank you for helping. If you're not in a position...
She said his name wrong. It's Unicock.
Yeah, it's Unicock. If you're not in a
stupid
position...
Beard McGee.
If you're not in a position to be able to super chat or donate and you still want to support the stream, you have every ability to by just putting it on Facebook, sharing it on social media. I know we say this a lot, but it really does help us, and we understand that times are hard right now. So don't feel obligated at any time to put, anything that might be, necessary for you to live. Take care of yourself before you even begin to worry about me or Fight the Flat Earth. Other than that, guys, we love you. Y'all have a great night, and I'm out. I'm not gonna talk this one out. All right. Oh, Sean, I didn't even fucking get a chance. My bad, bro.
Yeah, I stopped to let you tell your story, and then you ended.
God, I'm so sorry, man. It's no, and then Brainy didn't talk for like fucking 5 minutes. I thought maybe something happened.
Because you told us to be quiet while you're telling your story.
But
I was being polite to you sick bitch.
But I figured something that I, was going to try to be polite to Brainy, not make fun of him, not do anything. Because I love Brainy. Brainy's the best, man. And Sean, you're a close second.
Trust me.
That's why I love having you on,
Hey,
Brainy.
that's only because Brainy actually pays you to get on stream.
Because but see, here's the thing. No, but Brainy, here's the thing.
I forgot about that even.
Now I'm gonna have to become a member on your channel as well. I got to get back on Fight. You and
I'll just give you extra money.
On somebody. But yeah, I like having you on, Brainy. You're a punching bag that punches back. So you can't really beat having a friend around that you can throw punches at and isn't gonna sit there and go, why don't you guys like me? Ooh. He just throws the punch back. And Sean, you're a close second to Brainy.
I have the option to maybe turn on memberships now?
What?
Yeah, I just got it too, so maybe they handed it out to a whole bunch of channels. Yeah, maybe they
I do!
Guys,
I do too, yeah.
You're not going to fucking believe this. I just got a message that says you're still streaming in all caps.
Really? Well, there you go, Sean, you're up.
Are we still live?
Okay.
At least we were
no,
saying terrible,
I am fucking
shit.
still live. Okay, well, hey, Guys, I didn't do an outro.
Hey, remember that chick I murdered? It's like, oh my god.
You still haven't told anybody about it yet, right? Okay, well, so we have, now that I realize that we are still live, and that was, oh my god, so accidental, but it's just classic skeptic.
Fuck
$2
me,
from Jackalope Herdmaster. Ha ha ha. It's not over. I'm sorry. Thank you, Jackalope. I do appreciate that. Before we leave, I'm gonna let everybody on the panel have a chance to say their goodbyes. We'll start with Fight the Flat Earth since he checked out of the panel like fucking 5 minutes ago. Fight, do you have anything to add before I actually end this stream?
No. Thank you for letting me on. Always fun. Glad you're feeling a bit better. I've been feeling pretty ill myself. Turns out I had a sinus infection, which is why I've had horrific headaches for nearly 2 weeks. Hardly been sleeping, but no, I'm feeling much better as well. Glad that neither of us are dead, but it's good to know that you are alive, team, because you genuinely scared me for about a day and a half. I actually thought you were dead.
Well, I'm alive.
And if I lost you, I don't know what I'd do with myself.
Well, thank you.
I actually thought you were too, though. We were all like, "Hey, has he talked to you at all?" It's like, yeah, a couple.
If I don't talk to you guys, then you know something's up because I talk to you and Fight pretty regularly. So, Brainy, do you have anything to add before you leave?
If you haven't seen my latest video, it was pretty heavy on the skits. I had a lot of fun making it, and people are really loving the shit out of it. The AI isn't loving it as much as the people are, which is unfortunate, but if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Otherwise, that's about it. I don't have much else going on. I'm working on some videos, and as usual, and trying to stay busy. And my family is still not here, so I'm all alone, going crazy. It's Groundhog Day over here.
I'd give Sean a chance to say bye, but he was rude. He was rude to me. But it is what. But it is
that
what
is the norm. So you need to shut up.
But it is what made me realize that, that I was still streaming and that I also forgot to let you guys say goodbyes. So I left you for the sweetest at the end. I've already said my goodbyes. As soon as you say, I'm out, I'm clicking the end stream button, and this time I'm actually going to confirm that I do want to end the stream. So go ahead, Sean. Take us out.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be here from the beginning, but again, a job with the schedule that I have kind of sucks for actually joining these streams. I do it when I can. Tried to join it while I was on break, but my phone was being an asshole because the work's Wi-Fi doesn't allow it apparently. And thank you to Brainy for saying to give me the idea to check my monetization tab because now apparently I do have members perks, which I never got a notification email though.
Yeah, I needed.
So I'm going to be setting that up. Yeah. I might actually hold a live stream and take some input from the audience on what I should do with these tiers.
Yeah, I think memberships is a great way. If you stream a lot, it's a great way to give the viewers an additional way of enjoying the stream, interacting with the stream. So,
but like I said earlier, I did listen to most of what was going on because, like I said, I can listen while we're closed. I just can't join because they get kind of shitty about that. So there was a lot of stuff I could have added on if I was able to join, but a little too late. Next time, if you're going to be streaming on Friday, I'm off Friday, right? Yeah, I'm off on Friday, so that's good for me.
We'll do it before movie night so we can help promote for movie night. But we're talking Tiger King on Friday.
Okay. Well, and on that note, get ready, Skeptic, because here it is. I am not Team Skeptic.
Hold on. We got a super chat. Fuck you too for $2. You haven't ended yet. Thank you very much. Fuck you too. We appreciate it. Sean, answer that super chat, bud.
Answer the super chat? What the fuck you won? You haven't ended yet? Okay, well, I am not Team Skeptic, and we're out.
Oh, I clicked not yet again. Fuck.